Like 50 degrees. Little nippy. Nobody. Boy, day. Look at this. How cool is that? I always find something. Get on my printer shelf. Nobody knows the troubles I see. Over here for a minute. Look at that. Have to eat this way. I didn't know that was it. Huh. How low can you go? Anybody here? Oh well, shadow band. Shadow band. Things that make you go, hmm. Yeah, what about that one? Like, ah, hey, crap. Why was that usually laying there? Faded glory, that's why. Walmart, sleeping bag. Look at that. That was a jacket. It's so crazy. There's another jacket. Look. Yeah, that's wild, eh? Oh, that's why. Look. The zipper's tore out of this. I think. No, it ain't. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah. I can't believe this shit was playing it. I think it washed out the culprit. Really had a hit, probably. You know? Sock and a glove. Always some weird shit. Oh, look here. Look at that. Huh. Oh, man. What a waste, huh? That looked good on a piece of art I already got. One color on my art. I'm talking to you folks that watch later. There ain't nobody here. Oh well, shadow band. Like always. Fuck it. That was good. Slide away. Slide away. Slide away. Slide away. Oh, somebody showed up. Thank you. Missed all the good stuff. Oh, that ain't good. Oh crap! Found down here. Oh shit! I found this too on the highway. Be behind the fence. Got past up through here. Oh, you left already. Oh well. Pretty scenic, huh? Seedlings. We're gonna see how much more damage is done. That looked like it makes me right there. As long as I went, ever. I'm just gonna go and see how long and go where nobody was. Oh yeah. Here's all the deer. Oh yeah, that down there. Oh, the deer. Oh, look at that. There's been a one open path over. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are trying to shoot. Unbelievable. Chicken. Look at that. Man. What are they doing? And they're gonna open up the railhead for me when it rains. There's clouds here. Oh, that's why. Look. Oh. That's don't tell me they made this road just to put that fucking gate in. You know, the animals have a gated community. Huh? That was it. Fuck shit up, put a gate up. Look at that. I was getting ready to do something. Look at that. Second torture. Somebody's here. Thank you. Kind of a lonely walk. It smells like sawdust. Oh, look. Yeah. What are they doing? Oh, that's crazy. Man. Oh. Fucking it all up. Assholes. Peace pipe. And yeah, I tried to fucking wash all this down here. flowing. This comes out of that waterfall. That's a footprint from many eons gone by. Look at that. What's that at, isn't it? Show a few people. Oh, who's here? Howie. Howie. I'm looking for mushrooms, but after that freeze, dude, they got 27 last night. I'm kind of wondering. What is that? Blue thing? I don't know. Ain't no telling here. Look at that. Got it squared. It's a weird place right here. We're on beach today again. What is that? I have for a pop. Usually you find shit like that. I heard candy machine or something, so I stole or a safe. Oh yeah? Yeah. You can tell when it's a footprint. It just has the shape and everything. That's right here, right? And here's where I found a killer arrowhead last year down here. Look at this. That looks like a turtle I got. Look at this. Bam. Yeah, I found one. The first one I found back here was right back here. Just laying on top right here. It was badass. Like a couple years ago. Gonna have an eye. Hard one. You can tell there's an area back here, but there's just mud on the walls, on the sides, no rocks. Thanks for going over to Flying Cube, man. I can't believe it when there's 8 people in there. Made my day. Okay, here's a tool. Look at it. Huh? See that? It's a hand tool. I like porcelain here. Now we got this one in the pocket. In my pocket. See the square? They don't come in square like that. Right? Boom. You see right there, snapped, made to like a hammerhead. That old one. Anything smooth, been used. There's all kinds of pieces around here. Skipper. Oh. That fit right on the bone. Yep, okay, let's go. There, you saw that rock. I'm going to turn it into a hatchet. There's another one. Look at that. That's up. Something that can get me holiday. Hey, Chrissy. Yeah, my buddy from the nursing home came by and brought me some food. I'll go for you. Went and got some battery in. That's how I'm going to cook Rest of my morel mushrooms tonight. Dig out. I get scared for rope. You get quite flat. Hope you're doing okay, Chrissy. Let's see. That's flat. See over there. You see all that stuff washing out. Come on. Ah, see that? Make it broke off this bottom, the base. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. FTP. I got kicked out of a chat for putting FTP once. Sure did. I didn't even say it. Most people don't know though. They've never been messed with by the popo. Change your whole attitude then. Yeah, they're tearing up the woods. They're already spraying shit like all that bamboo back there they sprayed. Another good bank right here. It's nasty too, the water. Ugh. What? Oh yeah. Get that old shit. There's a pounder. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's pick cool rocks. Yeah, they're fucking this up. Oh, yeah, they're gonna start doing something down here soon. You can tell. I was hoping it was subdivided. Put people back here. Oh, there's another one for a tomahawk. Look at that. Working for a living, living and a working. They're taking what they're giving because they're working for a living. Whoa, you loaded gun. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer, right? Oh, here. Thank you. On the walkway. Walking down the walkway. Just doing this right here to rain this off. This is part of that old foundation too. Oh man, these people are just disgusting. What the hell is this? Oh, look here. Hey, what's up, 6 people? Well, they're getting ready to replace this. You can tell that's going to go right here because it's anti-Q. Spray some shit on that. There's another one. See, they sprayed that fucking Roundup probably. Look at it. On this bamboo. Why? What's it hurting? I mean, really. Thermos. That's funny because I've got several thermoses I found without the lid. Yeah. How far are they going to take this? Jiminy. I did not expect this. And there's your no trespassing. Fuck you. There's an old deer stand. Guess the time will tell. Only time will tell. You're leaving now. It's in your eyes. There's no disguising it. It really comes with no surprise. The fun you planned it all alone. Now, sure as the sun looks at the light of a block. That's some Serenity sound, huh? Right there. I want to see the traffic in the background. All the chapel bells are ringing. Here. Oh my. Wait. 2 seconds left in the game. A quick snap. I don't know. I knew. The dot fire for kick. There we go. R. California kid. Oh, blocked by a big lineman. Too tall lineman. Going right there, down here. Shit. Progress. Looks like it's back in the day or something. Look at that. That's some funky comedia, ain't it? What the? Ooh, look at that. Wow, what the? That's weird. Look at straight that shit on there. That goes going some funk. Man. Nothing better than this right now. Oh, man. Wild flocks. It's nothing good. There's something in bloom fucking with me. I can't believe it came all the way down here. I can truck around, I can drive that. I want to get license. Got a straight path all the way to the creek. Yeah, over there. Man. I can't figure out what to do. There's sewer too. What the hell? Got quiet right here. I don't know why they waited this many years to get back here. I don't know what to fight means. I have no idea. I haven't found an arrowhead back here in a while. I'm due. Big slapper ink oink. Hey, let me do this. Let's do this. There's a, I'm StreamYard in this one. I've already used like, since I got out a week, 6 days ago, I've spent 60 hours live. And I've already used up the StreamYard. So I paid for it, so I got put in YouTube jail. So I don't know what happened, but maybe Al Gore, the rhythm, missed the rhythm. That would be a godly thing if I got free StreamYard for a while, wouldn't it? I'm not gonna call and tell him. I'd like somebody to come up here though. See what they're doing. Look, use that machine that just chops on the tree. Mike in Florida, Melody 60. Yeah, it's been getting cold though. Mike check. Somebody grab that link. Chrissy, somebody come up here. Come here, guy. I won't be looking at it anyway. You can be moderating. In case somebody says something cool. I don't know yet. And that's why I'm still. You see all the artifact. Grass going back up over. This is a buckeye tree. That's the blooms. Mr. Buckeye. Buckeye. There's some trees up in here. Just come to mayapple. Oh, here's a locust. Look. Hello, Thorny. Try stepping on that bitch. Was a. I don't know if we're going to get any more shrooms after that freeze. Here we are. Pee-pee. See all these mayaples, though. That's a perfect place. Usually find mayaples in place. The rails. I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm probably not going to find it. A lot of mayaples. We came back here the other day. I never did. Nobody wants to come up? Oh, somebody. Who will it be? Big pig slapping. Howdy.
What's going on?
How you doing? Just out here. Felt like getting in the woods before sunset, you know?
I hear you, man. I used to love walking around the woods. Used to climb trees like a darn monkey.
Oh yeah, they down south, pine trees everywhere, but we don't have that many here.
Really?
No, not unless somebody planted them. They're not natural.
I'll be darned.
Look at that. There's an owl. See that? Big old owl.
I'm going to have to get closer to the screen.
Do what?
Had to get closer to the screen. Where's he sitting at?
Look. He was hitting this tree up here. Now he flew up over there top of that one. Yeah, I hear owls during the day. You hear them during the day down here sometimes. Don't know why.
No,
This whole area. That area there is a whole different place. What's up, Kelborn? You get in areas like that with all the cedar trees, it's all shaded. Totally different environment. Look at the grapevines here.
Shoot, fire.
That's nothing. They're big. They're like, there's some 2 or 3 feet around here. It's unbelievable.
Trip, man.
That's a hedge. All the hedge apple trees are dying. Look at that. And that's hardwood, you know?
Wow.
Hey, look at all the trees that are dead. I'm serious. Look, hundreds are dying. I think it's chemtrails. A lot of it's that vine that gets on them. Sucks the life out of them.
Yeah. That happens around here. Freaking kudzus around here eat our woods
See the
up.
mayapple. Have you ever ate mayapple?
No?
Yeah, they get a fruit on here. It's yellow. There's tons of gooseberries back here too. You know, gooseberries, if you wait, they turn purple like a grape.
Huh.
And they're sweet. I stomped all over these woods for 3 years. I know it like the back. Here's that vine. That one there, it kills the trees. Look at that.
Yeah.
It gets beside them and just sucks the shit out of them.
My granny and me mom used to call that the love vine, where it just wrap around something, just strangulate it.
Oh yeah, they twist the shit out of them. I found some, made some pretty good walking sticks out of that shit sometimes. Up in here's where a couple of old dumps up in here. Every time it rains, it just washes treasure to the surface, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look at all the dead trees in here. A lot of them are that vine, though. Yeah, cedar trees back here. Everywhere dead. The guy that lives in this house, I met him last year. He's a retired and disabled, and got in a bad bike wreck and fucked up both his knees. And he sits back here and hits golf balls. And usually I find him, I give him back to him after I get him. Here, look. Who used to live there? Must have liked the 40s. Look, I think they're corks back there. Look.
Yeah.
Look, cigarette 7 in a glass bottle. That's like 1970.
Yeah, they can't.
Well, load of these 40s back here, though. You know, look. Somebody must have come back here and drank and didn't tell mom.
We used to like doing it, go out in the woods, building a fire, and just partying all darn night. Nothing rowdy.
Oh, yeah, that's all we did when we were young. You had to find a dirt road or find a country road where the cops couldn't find you.
Yeah.
That guy who lives right there. His name's Dan. They're adding on to the high school back here. That's all that construction you can.
Adding on so they can brainwash more kids.
Hey, these are all gooseberries right here.
Huh.
And last year, the nature was off 2 months. They already did their thing and were gone before they were supposed to. Kitty sit right like this. Look. See how that's bent down?
Yeah. That's
Well,
crazy.
you know, we don't have snow. We don't have that load weight. You know, we don't have that because we don't get any snow. And if a tornado or something comes through, it just don't pick out one limb and bend it. You know what I mean? Just
Oh,
sucks up
no.
everything.
That's it.
See, look how old this tree is. Dead. That's a locust too. Look at that. See, it's dead. But it's rotten. Those locusts are evil.
Yes, they are.
I stepped on one last year. I had to have my foot in a bucket of Epsom salt and ice water for 3 days.
Oh, shoot.
It swelled up like I broke it. And you know, the thorns aren't poisonous. It's stuff on the thorns that, you know. It's like, so you can see, look at the cover here. Yeah, in the Colorado and shit, they got the big trees. There ain't nothing on the ground like this, you know what?
Huh.
It's like Vietnam. But some guy told me.
Yeah, I got to travel across the country.
Hey, look, here you go. Look. Never fails. Every time I go to the woods, I hunt a golf ball, no matter where I'm at. And golf balls are damn expensive. They show you how people that play golf got more dollars and cents because they just go out and hit them in the woods and don't even go get them.
No doubt. Y'all ought to box them up and sell them back to them. 25
Hey,
cents.
I used to go out to the driving range, and there was a creek beside it I used to fish in. And I'd be down there trying to catch crawdads or look at railheads, and there'd be people driving golf balls trying to hit me.
I would have probably been one doing that too. That's, I mean, no offense, that's just funny to do.
Oh, yeah, I probably would too. Because I wasn't supposed to be out there, you know what I mean? Okay, here's down here. There's a murder of crows down here. There's 100 sometimes. Hear 'em?
Shoot. Well, I got the StreamYard side full screen, so I can't see no chatting going on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the YouTube side has a little delay in it. You're trying to show me something.
Lag?
Yeah. I was like, well, he's trying to show me something. He's still walking. So.
You know, last night I tried to do that with that girl, Free Flow. She was trying to sing a song, but the lag, you know, made her behind.
Yeah.
Hear the crows, listen to them all. There's a buttload of them down here. Listen to them just yelling.
Or some noisy darn critters, I'll tell you that much.
They're the alarm of the woods and the blue jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you can't go in the woods if they're around. You're gonna know it.
Oh yeah, they see as soon as we spark that away.
They're smart too. I don't fuck with them because they remember who you are and shit.
Yeah, they will. They will.
Well, if you fly over a field and you shoot one, they go back and tell everybody, and they never fly over that field again. Hey, look at there. Ribs, anyone?
There's no meat on them darn things.
Some things I'll pick up, but I'm not. Ribs don't really do that for me.
Yeah,
Because the skull, getting it, you know. See, they hear me now. Huh.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of down here, the turkey and the deer hang out together. Always.
That'd be cool to see.
I
Yeah,
can't
where's that?
shit.
Those teenagers
We
got
did have a good year. All these May apples. When there's a bunch of them, there's always a bunch of morels. But we had a snow and a freeze that probably ruined it.
I was watching you go down that. It's like a car trail. Back when we was kids, back in the 90s, late 80s.
Oh yeah, you'll see old wagon roads, you know.
Yeah, we'd take our cars and we'd go driving through the woods on them old trails.
Well, back in the day, you take a K5 Blazer and you just come back here, you know.
Oh shoot, I went down there in a Subaru front wheel drive.
Yeah, I went some places I shouldn't have before. One time I was out in the middle of nowhere in a Volkswagen Beetle with a guy, and he tried to go across this creek and got stuck, and every time he tried to start it, he would suck water up the exhaust.
Well, the trick is you got to hit that stuff with a lot of momentum and
hard.
Yeah. About the car. You got to just.
Well, you know how Volkswagen Beetles are almost flat to the ground anyway. They're real low.
Yeah.
We used to go on Tuesday night. We'd go yard farming when people put their trash out, and the dude in that Volkswagen would run over the trash bag and they explode out the side. We go hunting big wheel. We go big wheel farming too. We go looking for big wheels in the yard, and run over them.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin, he had an old 70 model Ford Fiesta. It's barreling through the woods one day.
Oh man, that was the first miniature car.
Yeah, and he got stuck.
I know a girl that had one. She'd drive that thing all over the place. They were about Ford's junkiest car they ever made, probably. You know what? I had a 78 Vega the last year they made them. They had a cast iron block though, and I used to tell people that Vega in Latin means oil light. Hey, right here. This is dry last year. I found that bud fossil heart in here in this creek right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the first time it's ever been dry. Yeah. You know, crows, their siblings, the babies they have every year, come back and help raise the other one.
That's true.
They mate for life too.
God's critters are smarter than people.
They are nowadays for sure. Look at that. What the hell? Look.
Up a darn.
That's how patriotic people are now. They just fucking let it go.
That's the only thing you'll see in the shape of a ball if you want to talk about a planet. That's the only thing you'll see is a little inflatable ball.
Yeah, you can look at. I think this probably might have had weed in it one time.
That was a bad segue. I was trying to make a dumbass joke that didn't work.
I didn't think very good. You know, this is how you do. You just come down here and walk around, and you got to put in your time, and you look down, there'll be an arrowhead just laying on top, you know?
Huh. I ain't never went and looked for arrowheads.
Never?
No.
Well, it helps if you had Native Americans everywhere.
Well, that's worked, but yeah, I worked in the fields a lot, just never did look for arrowheads.
Well, you know, you gotta do it a lot before you ever find any. You gotta get used to the shapes and stuff.
Yeah. Back when I was in the fields, I wasn't out there to look. I was always elbows and assholes, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, we used to haul hay, you know, all day, and we'd try to make it to the water slide before it closed.
Yeah, we get out of the field. We used to for every day. Get us a 12-pack of beer, jump on a raft, and just float down the river about 4 or 5
hours. Oh yeah, I go up there floating. One time it's called the Niagara River, and we did mushrooms. We went and got high underneath the waterfall, the cave, and that's probably the best trip I ever had floating.
Oh shoot.
Floating's a big deal around here, though.
Really?
You know, they drop you off, pick you up. One time I went probably 100 miles away, went on a float trip, parked my car at the other end and went back. And I'd had a tire changed, and the motherfuckers didn't get the lug nuts tight.
Oh.
And all the lug nuts, one came off one of my wheels. I had to stop, put like 2 on each one, and drive home 10 miles an hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah, done that, yeah.
Oh, I went back to that gas station. I was pissed. Because that shit's dangerous as fuck, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I used to have those, I had spinners, wire spinners with knockoffs. Yeah. You know, you got to tighten them up and knock off. And when you back up, they get loose. Really? One time I was running, and I was hustling, and I had some weed in the car. I pulled up the intersection in my car. I thought I got a flat. Well, that wheel came off, but it laid on the fender, stopped on it. And I'm sitting here with bad tags, weed in the car. stuck at an intersection. I'm like, oh shit. Well, I got the people behind me and the guy riding with me. They picked up the car while I got that back on.
Oh shit!
Look at that.
I know.
And then the cop pulled up right when we were about done. And she goes, "That's the first time I ever seen a human jack." And she said, "You guys be careful." I was like, "Oh, thank you, Lord."
Yeah.
I got pulled over many times riding dirty and not get a ticket, and you tell them thank you, and they look at you like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
I remember I was a teenager. I was coming back. Oh man, some skunk. I don't know if y'all. Some people heard it. I mean, it smelled just like a skunk, just like a skunk. And I was coming back with that bag in my pocket, and I noticed their trooper pulled in behind me, on the road, and I was thinking, shit, And I trying to fix to make a turn. I was like, oh shit, my blinker. So I hit my blinker right before I left, and I went on up, pulled into the store, and he went on. But what got me, my granny gave me a bumper sticker years ago. It said, "Say no to drugs." So I cut it out and put it on my car, and it said, "Stay on drugs."
If you bet one of those donate money to Highway Patrol, you get one of the stickers, and they pretty much know not to pull people over to have it on there because they paid their dues.
Yeah, but I don't know if you heard, but what I did to that sticker she gave me is I cut it up, flipped it around, and it said "Stay on drugs" instead of
"Oh my God."
It's still on that car. Yeah. I'll have to take a picture of it. Yeah. If you go through on my channel, if you'll type in AMC Hornet X, I think it'll pop up and you'll see in the thumbnail, you'll see the bumper sticker. Stay on drugs.
That's fucked up. I used to, one time I bought an 85 Ford Ranger, and this guy had built the motor and had a header on it, on a 4-cylinder. That some bitch would get it though, and then I had a pawn shop that was 20 miles away, and there was this old man, and he would grow this badass weed, and I got like a quarter pound off of him of that shit you're talking about. You could smell it a mile away. And I heading back home, and my freaking alternator went out, and I had to drive all the way home with no headlights with that shit in my truck.
Oh man!
And I made it without getting pulled over. I couldn't believe it.
I hear you, man. That's no fun riding with something stink. When I get something like that, I usually tell them to vacuum seal it for me.
Yeah, you got to do something. Put it in something to hide it, because that shit. That's a good shit.
You better not even ruffle the bag around, because it's going to stink.
Well, back then all there was Colombian and skunk. Skunk, yeah. Everybody got pissed when it went up to 35 a quarter ounce. People were mad.
Shit. Yeah. I'd be happy with that much. Yeah.
The 4-finger, quarter 4 fingers. It used to.
That took me off. You're right. You used to have like 4 fingers on your bag, and that's a quarter. Now.
Yep. That's how you gauged it.
Yep.
I think they called an ounce of lid back then, didn't they? A lid.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm sure it's got something to do with the lid.
Yeah, I remember them days. That's how you would, like you said, you measure your quarter with your 4 fingers.
Yeah, but I was getting it for somebody I knew that grew it usually.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a friend. He turned out to be a conservation agent and went and moved to Washington State. But he could grow the shit. It was skunk. And you cut it open, it was like a pineapple. It was chunky. And that shit would burn your mouth. If you ate it, it was like a pepper.
Oh, hell. I know.
There's the floodplain. See that flood thing? Yeah. Oh, no, that's a gas pipeline. Look. Nice sewer. See, there's a sewer right there. Look. Way out here.
What the crap they doing planting that out in the middle of nowhere?
Well, they're all over here. I guess why they're connecting us up because they were planning ahead of time a long time ago, I guess.
Gonna make a development out of that or something one of these days?
I don't know. It's not very level, and you see, it's not really the right place to be putting a community with a sewer everywhere.
Oh shoot! You wouldn't believe. Well, around here.
Well, yeah, they built houses on top of an old graveyard.
Landfill.
Yeah, I know that. Hey, they out where I used to go fishing, on the other side was a landfill, and they spent a year covering it all up. And now they got trails through there, walk trails, and you're walking on top of shit, nasty shit like medical waste.
Yeah. Well, see what around here back in the 90s when I was framing, this would be like $1 million houses, $1 million neighborhoods, and these people are living on an old landfill with building a house, and it would stink. It would melt. Yeah,
they put like netting over it before they cover it up so it won't go nowhere.
Yeah. Man, it's a
Hey,
nasty.
every time it rains, you probably smell that shit too.
Yep. But yeah, it's all.
And you know what's sad? Those big rich houses, the only reason they cost so much because they're big, because they make them just like the cheap houses, same wood, everything.
Yeah. And
You know, if you was a Kramer.
There was a old man and old woman. This man made his fortune off. Well, matter of fact, he invented the Tiger Games. He made a fortune off that. And we built him a house out in Bermuda Run. It's a big, gigantic golf course down here. And it was 8 bedrooms, no, 10 bedrooms, and maybe 5.5 bathrooms in that house. And him and one old woman lived in it alone. What the heck?
You got to hire somebody to keep it clean, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they even had maids' quarters in it. They had maids' quarters, butler's quarters. I'm thinking, my gosh.
They got more dollars and cents. You know, O'Reilly Automotive started here, you know? I used to work for the O'Reillys. You talking about, that one of them built a house like a castle across from Pecker's Beach. That's what it was called, Pecker's Beach. But it was all brick. I mean, it had they did horses in the horse barn was brick and they hired a guy to live in there and take care of the horses, you know what I mean?
Well, hey,
look at that.
Shoot.
I like his. That's a tool. Yeah.
I need to go out and look. There's a couple of creek beds around. I do need to go ponder.
Well, if you've had any rain in the last few years, everything's turned over and all the good shit's on top now from all this flooding.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at that. You never know what you're going to flood. Look at that. That's an old battery box.
Huh.
This here isn't running all this well. It is here, but this is all what runs out of the zoo. The waterfall comes this way.
Oh, y'all got a zoo up in your area?
That's right where I'm coming is the fairgrounds, a high school, and the zoo, all in one area. And this woods is all in between them.
I'll be darned. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that's why Sasquatch hangs out here, because they like to watch us all the time, and there's a lot of kids and people. You know what I mean? Look at that. See, that's an axe head. Look at that. The reason you find them everywhere because rocks are everywhere, and they just left them when they moved on. They followed the buffalo and shit and hunted, you know. You see, getting this old shit like that washed out. That's when you get paleo shit, like, you know, older than native, you know, indigenous people. Who know? I don't believe in caveman syndrome because our brain's always been big. I don't think we were cavemen myself. I don't think Adam and Eve were cavemen.
Matter of fact, I think they were a lot smarter and more technologically advanced than we are today. That's my belief.
Exactly, and that's what they've been trying to hide when they start tearing down all the old buildings and shit.
Yep.
They don't want us to know that we're special. They want us to think we're out of some fucking random bullshit.
What gets me, okay, in 1896, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's when Henry Ford built his first car. Let's move up to the. Yeah, let's move up. Yeah, yes, to run off hemp oil and moonshine. But
yeah, and it was all made out of hemp, everything except know just a few parts.
Side of it with a sledgehammer, showing how strong it was. But and this is give the 1900s, and it's 121 years. We went from you had to crank it by your hand, a flathead Ford V8. Now we've got all drive and park themselves in 121 years. Bullshit, man. It's too
that fast. It's kind of like the moon. We know we can't go back to the moon when we had no technology.
Yeah, had Game Boys.
I don't know how the fuck boys believe all that shit. They have to be so brainwashed. I can't believe it.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I believe it. I used to be a space junkie, brother. I did.
Me too, brother. Exactly.
Yep. And then once
I pissed when I found out there's mine. I was like, no one can ever go there, you son of bitches.
Yeah, I know. It just destroyed my whole. See, I was wanting to be an astronaut. I did. I was wanting to be a pilot, Air Force pilot. I just thought about being an astronaut when I was a kid. Hey, I am an astronaut. All I got to do is act like I'm
Yeah, now they're Cosmos Sapiens.
Cosmos Sapiens. I like that. I'm going to
hey, I told the NASA channel. I showed it the other night, and all the people were in there. None of it was English. It was all in Arabic and shit where they're dumb.
Oh, man.
Here's a buckeye tree.
That's something I've never been able to really determine many trees from one another. I know Like I got this maple in my front yard. Pines are easy. Cedars and all that mess. But
I
it's
know them
hard
all.
for me to think with certain trees, you know.
I just, my grandparents taught me when I was young.
I can tell it because we used to use a lot of firewood. I can tell it when it's cut, you know.
See, look at that vine. See all these ones that fell over to get that vine on. Look,
Yeah,
it kills them.
Yeah. It does. Strangulates the hell out of them.
Yeah, and then the leaves look like the tree's alive because the leaves off the vine are on there.
Yeah, I've seen. I was like, damn, that tree is dead, but it's growing leaves. And you look harder, and no, it ain't the tree.
Well, when they get to the roots kind of, you know, give in. You see, there's a lot of buckeyes out here. They're everywhere. I found 100 in one day.
Damn.
Well, there's 2 in every nut, and usually the squirrels get them before you can find them. Hell, I've walked in the woods like this before for like 4 or 5 hours coming in. There's a house up here that's on a zoo property. So there's probably somebody that works at the zoo or something. I've never, yeah, they're doing work back here. There's the old fence.
Back up. There was
Oh, look at this thing. That's frisbee golf. Look. Right there.
I'll be darned. Yeah, my cousin plays that. Hey, turn around for a I
There's
saw
a concrete.
something purple up in a tree.
Yeah, that's no trespass.
Oh, okay. I saw a glimpse of it. I was like, what was that?
Hey, I think I know what they're doing now. Look. See that fence post up there? I think they're going to fence this in. Look, there's another one. They got a pretty golf course back here. It's brand new. Look, there's where you tee off at. But
I'm a dog. Yeah, my cousin plays that. I've never.
Hey, these weren't here last time I came. There's one way up there. Well, guess what? Today when I was going to the store, right where I get ready to go over to the interstate, there was a brand new bag. It had toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, and a golf frisbee. Today I found it. What's the odds of that?
No doubt.
That's the second one I found too. I got 2 of them now.
Really?
See, look at that. That's brand new.
Yes, sure is.
Yeah, look, fresh. Wow.
That's brand darn new.
Look at this whole thing is by the pond over there. There's another launching pad up there. Huh. I never seen anybody put one in their backfield. They have to be the zoo. There's that purple. It says no trespassing.
Okay,
which means go in there.
I just saw a glimpse of it and didn't know what it was there for a second.
Yeah, if it's marked, they can even spray paint purple on there. That means you can't go in there if it's marked. But all they do is tell you to leave, and if you leave, they don't do nothing.
I'm colorblind, man. I can't lie.
Well, you know, cops are lazy. They don't. I pick up running. They don't even try. Cause I run fast. You know what I mean?
Shoot, most cops
when I'm scared, I run really fast.
Most cops around here usually weigh around 250, 280, maybe 300. And it ain't muscle.
Oh no. You know what? I'm getting older. I learn not to say something.
Yeah. Well, see, the
last time I came down here, I found like 4 mason jars laying on top right here. Old ones. This is an old dump.
Somebody was drinking good.
See, there's no pickles. That's probably pickle jar. Oh, look at this old bird. This old bird bath thing.
That's all right.
But you know, they're stupid back then. They burned half the history because they burned all the piles. You know.
Yeah.
It makes me mad. I found some pretty old antiques, but they're melted. I found some flat pop bottles, you know, completely flat.
Man.
A lot of people are scared to go and shit like this. I'm not. That's where you find all the good shit when nobody's been. There's no barbecue grill like the rest of them fuckers do. If you had a backhoe and come down here and lifted this up, there's all kinds of shit underneath this.
Yeah. Hey, my youngin' just pulled up. I'm gonna get out here and do what he did for the day and eat something.
This how if I was had my license was already fixing, I'd be sitting here taking these worms right now. I used to have a worm farm, you know, and I never had to buy them.
Hey, man, I'll holler at you later. My youngin' just
all right, man. Thanks for coming up.
We'll see you in a little while.
All right, man.
How do I get out of here, man? There we go.
Yeah, you got to push that leave button. Well, I journeyed quite a ways back in here. I got 10 people in here. I haven't looked. Hey, Bamboo. Let me do this again. Get her done, Mikey. Boom. That copy. Bam. So easy now. Come on. Bam. Somebody else wants to come up? Yes, in there. Kind of hard to talk and walk in this garbage. Every time I do, I end up breaking my screen. Actually, the last 2 phones, I haven't broke the screen. I just dropped them in the fucking river. I found a couple of morels out here last year, but that was it. I ain't gonna find any this year. Gooseberries. Trees are dying. That's definitely not right. Yeah, a lot of people see shit like that and think it's a Bigfoot. It's an armadillo rooting around looking for grub worms. Oh, looky there, people. Now look, I just said I wasn't going to find one. And what we call this? Looky. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, you're good luck. Look at that. You get on here and find a morel.
Nice.
First one of the year I found myself. I can't believe it.
That's awesome.
Look at that. These are so good to eat. They're so good.
Sassy.
Huh?
Hard to find.
Yeah, they're really hard to find because they only come up for a couple months a year. And if the weather ain't right, they come up and they're gone. The ground has to be 45 degrees or warmer for like 5 days.
Okay. I don't
But
think
find one.
morels in Ontario.
No, they're not that very many places.
Yeah.
They're over $100 a pound. $100 a pound.
Okay. Hold on.
It's a delicacy, you know. And they're always by Mayapple,
Yeah,
so I
no,
think they
it's
need the
big,
same stuff.
Mushrooms are a big industry. Sorry if I don't have my headset on. I'm just
Okay.
to say hi, but I don't want to say smoking. But so I saw you frying the morels. How did you do them?
Oh, you just do them. You can dip them in batter like anything. However you want them to taste, just dip them in flour, or you can put them in milk and flour. I thought they mixed this time, or like a fish. I usually use cornmeal and flour, salt, pepper.
Do you guys mostly feed them?
Do what?
Do you guys mostly?
Yeah, now I can't hear
Do
you.
you mostly? Oh, I'm outside. I'm gonna be going outside in like 2. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I hope you guys can hear me in chat. Look at my. How do I? Okay. It is here. I know you can't tell. Oh.
Okay. They like to mess us up, I think. Squirrel.
What?
A squirrel running through there. Yeah, I've only found 2 morels back there ever.
Okay. Back inside. Oh, really? Okay, so I was gonna say I've only used dry morels. I think I've done mushroom sauce with like morels.
Oh yeah?
Like, yeah. But time ago. Can you hear me better now, Sass?
Yeah, you can fix them any way you want. They're just like any other mushroom. Fry them, cut them up salad. You know, make soup.
Yeah, no, I know. I've never worked them fresh. It's interesting.
Well, I've got some. I got a couple pounds at the house, and tonight I'm gonna cook them, and I'm gonna make a video on how I do it.
Nice.
I might even do it
Hold
live.
on, quickly. Should hold on. Let me get this headset thing on.
You know, when I wear my headset, you can't hear. They can't hear me in the stream for some reason on the panel. I don't know.
No, it's probably me. I think Jenny was saying it's me. Hi, Jenny. How are you? What's love?
Jenny? Every time I hear see Jenny, I think, "Run, Forrest, run!"
Yeah. Oh, it's
That's
funny.
what I mean. They've been running. I've
I'm
been watching
saying,
a lot of movies, and they've been running the same ones over and over. Forrest Gump, all the old classics. You
Yeah.
know, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Did
and
they-
all that stuff.
Okay, quick Mandela question. Did they change that Life is Like a Box of Chocolate if you watched it more recently?
Yep. Yeah, well, I found my own. Okay, they said, Forrest, have you found Jesus yet? He say, I didn't know he was lost. Now he says, I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him. Now he said, that's what he says now. I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him. And I swear to God, because I used to tell people that all the time. I know that's what he said because it was funny.
Wow. Yeah, no, I have a movie in 500 years, so I'm gonna have to rewatch that and see what's up. But
Hey, did you see Tony? It's time to wake up stream today?
No, I've been working all
Guess
day.
who's there?
And
Hey, he came to my stream last night, and him and Boat Gun made up, and MC Scorpio and also Frack came there today. They were there to chat.
well, that's good. I personally think
that's what
we
I'm
should
trying to
just
do.
belong, man.
Get everybody on the same team and fight the real enemies, not each other.
Yeah, exactly. We need to stop dividing each other in the truth community.
Yeah.
And there's some truths that need to come out. I get it. Yeah, I love it that we just like, we should all be getting along.
If you notice, he's calmed down a lot too. He's doing a lot better.
That's good. I haven't seen him in a while because I've been busy. I'm so glad my prayers are working.
Hey, ever since the first time I went there, like you said, I've been trying that because, if somebody else has to take a fall for a bit, I don't care. I mean, I just want everybody to get along.
Exactly. I hate it. I don't like, I've said it a million times. I hate confrontation and I hate vision like this. So for that, that's really awesome.
We know who's doing it.
How do you do this hat? There. Okay. Oh, hey, Howie. Yeah, that's really awesome news. Oh,
I know. I'm really excited. Him and Boat Gun are just like, they're just alike. And then Frack was in there too, and him and Tony, he's been saying stuff because, but everybody has a different way of doing things. Oh, I know. It's so cool.
Everyone's so cool. Frack's another Aquarius, though, just PS. But anyways.
You ever eat gooseberries?
Yeah, I was saying that in chat. Gooseberries are so good. I think high in vitamin C, but they're also like they might be a superfruit. I'm not food.
Well, they're just like a berry too, like blueberries, blackberries.
Yeah. High in antioxidants.
Blackberries are the highest antioxidant you can eat for cancer.
I love blackberries.
Oh, I do too.
I love all berries.
You pay for it, you get thorns and scratch.
I'm not racist against any kind of berry. I think Magic, is she back? Is it she? Magic Angel, is she?
Okay, yep, I see her.
Sassy.
I didn't know. They usually make a noise when they go back there. It didn't this time. I heard when you went back there. Hey, Magic.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you saw me. Matt,
well, lately it's been making a noise. I can hear it go beep, and I know, but it didn't that time.
Oh, well, she's here now. So
hey, look who's here. The other two musketeers.
That's a cool stream. Who's the two musketeers? Oh, these two freaks of nature.
Matt and Toad Matt.
Hey, ladies. Matt, man, suck it. Calling me 33. You're just jealous. 33 is a 6.
See, right here, they've been tearing all this up. Look, this is where the zoo is. Right there is the fence for the zoo.
Oh, really? There's a zoo there?
Yeah. I got 2 magic angels back here.
Are you talking about me? Oh, she's back. Oh, okay. Hopefully one's not a...
Are you there? Yeah, I don't see any penises yet.
She's going to have to leave wings.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure this out. Take care of justice. I'll see.
Just
took one off.
Just drop one. Yeah. Sweet. Hey, Code.
And they're just spreading these woods. I don't know why. They put a new gate back here on the fence. I haven't been to the zoo since my kids were little.
What kind of animals do they have, Sassy?
Everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it's like
everything.
Is it like an outdoor zoo?
Yeah, it's Ozark Empire Zoo. But they got stuff inside too for snakes. All kinds of stuff. I know the girl that runs it. I went to school with her. Yeah,
that's so funny. It's synchronicity. I have a guy I worked with and we're friends. His dad owns the safari. Well, it's called African Lion Safari here in Ontario. It's like half an hour from my house or something. But yeah, they have all kinds of animals and they like help breed them and that. Like, it's a
Yeah,
good.
they do
like,
that here. They have animal
Yeah.
programs where you pay money to adopt
yeah,
animals.
animal program. Yeah. Mhm.
Look at
So
that.
it's good.
Kind of handy.
Positive. What are you doing with the friggin' shears there?
I just found them. I just found these laying there.
Oh, really? So you're ready to rock and roll with it? Nice.
She's trying to get up there again. Let me see.
You're funny. Oh, is she having connection problems?
Are you there yet? I tried to add her, but it won't do it.
It's Trey Bizarre. That's Trey Bizarre.
I don't know why.
Who's coming up next? Who's coming up? Code's probably gonna come up.
We need
I
Matrix
don't know.
Man and Code to come there. Get their
Or-
ass up here.
Friggin' Matman. Matman, it's so cold, eh? Like, oh my god, go away.
Hey, so you can't go out of the house?
Us, I don't know. I keep leaving.
What?
My work is probably the only places, like, there's not very many places open. Yeah, like restaurants are open, but I work at a big factory, which seems to be like essential apparently. So
What do you make? What do you make?
I don't like they yeah, so this Toyota player, but I don't on the line. I'm in the kitchen, right? I'm cooking.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but there's
I worked
1,000
at
people that
General
work
Electric
there.
one time. They had their own kitchen, you know, and it's always pretty good food.
They probably have a calf, yeah. Well, it depends who's cooking always, right? Damn streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Most
definitely.
So
Depends on who's cooking.
magical.
Look at that.
It always depends on who's
Funky looking
around
algae.
where.
Look at the color of that.
Whoa, that is
Weird.
funky, man. Who smokes that nuclear waste?
It can't be good, you mean? That can't be good.
It's probably super toxic poison.
Yeah, it probably is. It's probably from some doc and shit.
No,
I
you
was
should
in
for
this
the rest
creek
of your life.
last year when it was 7 degrees outside. I was in this creek when it was running, looking for arrowheads. It's
Oh,
cold.
You mean the thing that you're are you walking the creek now? Or
Yeah, it's
or
a
is
dry
that-
creek right now, but when it was running, I was in
Okay.
it. I had waterproof
Nice.
boots on.
Yeah.
It still didn't cold.
Was it shallow? It was pretty
There we
shallow.
go. Oh, well, it only
You
run.
know
It's
what?
runoff.
Yeah. I need to do some outdoor trekking. I don't do that actually, so I should be doing that. But it's been so cold. It's not like I'm like, oh, let's go. I mean, it's nice. It's really pretty, but it depends too. Or you need to have snowshoes on, or if you go cross country skiing or whatever, it's easier to get it faster to, especially when it's so cold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Matt finally made it.
Is he coming up? I need to get going soon. It's 7:30. I haven't had a really lunch. I had like a coffee today.
It may not have been him because they went away. It just said Matt Man, but it didn't show his picture. If that was you, Matt Man, try
Oh.
again because I don't know what the deal is.
I wonder what's going on. Or what's going
I
on
don't know if
with
she
Streamer.
could get up there either. I usually don't have any trouble at all.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
up.
he's been on here
I
before.
just wanted to quickly say
Go ahead.
hi.
Yeah, it's too nice. It's starting to get dark. It's cooling down now.
Yeah, it's gonna get.
Hey,
dark
Matt
soon.
Man, where are you? Try again.
Matt Man's like in Ontario. I wonder if on your end or everybody else's end. I'm not sure.
Tony said he's been on lockdown since December.
Yeah, he's in Montreal. I think. Yeah, like all of
Where's
Canada.
that at? Is that east? Is that east or west?
That's me. So I think to drive to Montreal, it's like 7 or 8 hours maybe from here. But that's somewhere I want
Wow.
to go. I wanted to go there last summer and this summer and every summer because it's the best. I love Quebec.
I've been to Canada.
so much.
I went
Have
to
you?
Buffalo all the way to Windsor. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I mean, not really, but kind of. Windsor's.
Well, yeah, I went by the
Windsor's
Niagara
Ontario,
Falls.
but
I was
it's not
already
really-
past it before I could see it. There he is.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're lucky,
Okay.
Matt Man, that you didn't get on because I had
Matt
changed
Man,
your name to
please.
Headphone Man.
Oh, sassy with that sass, that You're so funny.
Hey, did you see last night when I had Mosh on? Mike Mosh?
Mike Mosh. Who's that?
Yeah, he's a
That-
Cowboys fan. He's been on YouTube since 2004, and he got his channel taken down.
Wow,
But he's crazy, dude. He's from Florida, Cowboys fan.
that's crazy.
He brings people up there and just lets them go at it, fighting and calling. It's funny.
I don't know.
And he's got hair to his ass too.
Nice. He's harnessing that energy.
Yeah,
Matt, man,
exactly.
what's up, bruh? What's up?
Not
How
too
are you?
much.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I'm sick of this.
Hey, Matt, man, I did 6.5 hours, and then this
Hate it,
morning I
man.
went to Tony's stream and boat gun and Crack went there. It was a great time. Yeah, everybody's starting to get along.
Oh, good, Sassy. Yeah,
Fight the
we were
darkness,
super.
yeah.
I didn't really have time to like hang out with you guys. I was busy.
Hey, as long as you come in and say hi, that's good.
Work.
Exactly.
I work on getting stoned every day.
I was gonna take
What's
this
up,
scruff off, but it's
Scruff
still cold
Muffin?
out.
Yeah, I know, no doubt.
He's the overnight
It's
beard man.
unbelievable. It was like the Sasquatch. We had 25 degrees Celsius here, which is hot as hell. Spring, first of all, and then we had
Yeah, for
like
this time of year, huh?
minus. Yeah, and then went, and now it's like -2 degree. Like that was just last week, and then like, it was like snowing. I'm like, so lame.
I filmed
It's
that.
so lame. Maybe they were
place.
spraying.
What are you doing, Code?
It's like
That other light source is still above the sun here.
Up here. Code's in the
Okay.
building, but he ain't up here.
Oh,
Yeah,
how are
Code.
you? Happy Flat Earth Day.
Flat Earth, yeah.
It's Flat
You
Earth
should
Day
have-
every day, man.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, we
whatever.
had a free flow was in the chat last night. Free flow, and she ate
Yeah.
5 grams of mushrooms, and she'd been dosing like you, Matt. Man, she had 5 grams. She was fried, dude. I'm
Oh,
serious.
shit.
Cheers for tripping. That is so funny.
I
Yeah,
never
it's
ate
kind of
it.
emotional because she talks about the death of her daughter that
Oh.
became a transgender and turned into a man. It was hard.
God, let's
It was
not
horrible.
talk about that right now. But let's
Oh, I know.
mushrooms,
But
3
she-
grams.
And she was tripping. Can you imagine? It was crazy.
Yeah, that's bad. I
I
try
try
to
not
be
to
really
think of
positive
anything
when
bad,
I
but
go
I'm
into
tripping.
that.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm like in like I always go into
I-
it super positive and I'm ready to like have a good time.
I
Yeah.
try to
I've
stay
never had a
focused.
bad trip. Never had one that was bad.
Never. It's always good.
I've seen people that have
Always
though,
really
and it's
good.
like the poison gets to them and their veins pop out in their head and shit. It's pretty crazy.
Oh.
I always told them just go to sleep.
I think it's all a
If
state
you
of
want to,
mind.
you can
Like, have
sleep
to be
on
in
them.
the
You
right
have wild
mindset.
dreams then, you know? Yeah.
I could
You have to be
fall
in the
asleep
right
on them.
set.
I always
I mean, I
do.
can fall asleep if I want to. I just don't like sleep.
I
Sleep
can't
is just
remember. I think I
bullshit.
just have a good times. Yeah, I think you can just fall asleep with them easily. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. It's
I always
been so
wake up
long.
with my jaws hurting from the permagrins.
Right. Batman, was that you last weekend? Or when did you?
Last
didn't you do
night, I
something?
was zooming last night. I could barely talk.
I keep forgetting too, and I can
Such
tell
a
that
freak,
shit-eating
dude.
grin on your face when you're tripping. You have that look like,
Tonight, I never ate any. I did every day this week, though, but for
wow.
like maybe 2 weeks. But
I've never done that
Today's
that long in a row.
today, night's a day off.
Wow. How do you
Tomorrow,
feel?
I'm gonna get not too bad. I smoked a little bit more weed, though.
Oh
Can't
yeah.
keep my eyes open already, so
I already
Yeah.
smoked that 3 grams of dabs that guy left.
I gotta go with
Dabs.
it.
Are you not working now? You're done or what?
To who?
Are you done working now? Is your job over?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
what?
yeah. No, my
Okay.
job's not done. No. Oh, I just
It won't run out, will it?
no,
I didn't think
mine's. I didn't realize how essential we were until all these modular trailers. They did all these jobs, summer jobs and spring
Well,
jobs.
think how many they made for Katrina. Everybody was living in those things, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're getting.
Hey, I tell you about
yeah.
putting diapers in that hole, look for pot. They never go dry.
do you guys remember Katrina, man? I remember watching it. It was like, what was that, 2007?
A long
I think
time
I was
ago.
ready. I was going to Vegas that summer or that winter. It was was it February? It was so weird, and I was like, what's going on? I was like, why isn't anyone rescuing these people? I was like, what's happening? And I wasn't even really woke then. You know what I mean? I was like, what's happening? Like, this is bizarre. It doesn't even make sense. It didn't make sense.
And you know,
It was.
those FEMA trailers, they use what is it they treat the boards with? Something they use, I can't remember it. Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they don't dry right, you get inside those buses when they've been made and you can't stand in them. They'll burn your eyes
Oh,
if they
yeah.
don't cure it right. And one time I think that happened with Katrina because they were trying to make them so fast to the people, and some people got poisoned
Right.
by it.
Oh, right. Well, they were
Mm.
trying to poison them every which way. Like, give me a break. Was it
Seems
2005?
like it.
Bamboo? We could Google it, but I can't right now. I'm up all up in here.
And, you know,
But,
people aren't too desperate because if they were, see all this like everywhere here, they leave all this extra cable on all the poles, and somebody would cut that shit and take it if they needed money that bad. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, there's copper and stuff in there that people are.
Oh yeah,
like,
whenever the economy went to shit and all the people lost their houses, every house around got the copper stripped out of it.
stripped
I seen, like,
everywhere. That was
In
happening
Vegas, they had
everywhere.
mansions that were turned down because it cost too much to fix them. Well, because all the
Right.
copper's gone, so they were just bulldozing them and leaving a lot.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god.
I knew a guy that moved to Alaska because there was a mansion out there tied up in court, and all these hippies lived in it.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like they were
No
trying to have
power.
a little community.
You know, he lived there about 6 months, and he moved to Hawaii. Like, that changed.
Nice. Hawaii also sounds good.
He lived in Amsterdam for a while above a coffee shop, and he had to move back because he couldn't get a job because he didn't speak the language, and all he could find was live sex on stage, but he couldn't find a partner.
Are we joking right now or
No, they have that over there. My sister went to
No.
France, and she got on some tour, and they went there, and they come out and started screwing right there on stage. She said, "Holy shit!" My sister was tripping hard. She's not like me.
Amsterdam, that's the meetup spot. Yo, that's the meetup Amsterdam.
Like, anybody in the audience want to come up here?
How many chat?
Ouch.
Sassy?
Yeah, yeah.
How many people are in chat? Do you see or not?
Look. 9.
Okay.
Bamboo and Howie Dunn and Jenny, JJ. I haven't seen him in a while. Toad.
JJ's in this.
Magic
Mhm.
in the ghetto.
Good. Nice.
And his mother cried.
Angel.
This is an
Anyways,
nursing home.
Sasquatch, I'm gonna I have to leave. I just wanted to quickly say hi and I love you and
Hold on.
yeah, I have
Don't
to
work
go
too
get-
hard.
So
Yep.
I've
Thanks for
always
coming,
do,
love you.
man. Aw, okay, thank you. Next time I'll bring my mom. Next time I'll put
Right
my mom
on.
here.
You got the cougar on YouTube.
Yeah, my mom's funny. Okay, Matt.
My
man,
mom's
I'll
the
see
same
you-
way. She was cool as hell,
see you
too.
later. Mhm.
See you soon.
Yeah, moms are good.
Yeah.
Okay. Pound it.
Later.
Matt, man. Chad, I love you guys. I'll come down for a sec.
All right.
I'm getting
Ciao. What's up, man?
not too much. I'm good.
This is what you get over there. You what?
Get
Are you-
ready to
are
go to
you-
the tub.
Oh, yeah? Hey, gonna do a
I'm so
tub
good.
stream?
Yeah.
Hey, this dude up there, that apartment, I was feeding the cats up there at 132. And I've been streaming there every night from there, you know, because it's quiet. And he went to treatment for alcohol. And last night, behind his refrigerator, I found 5/5 of whiskey.
Holy shit.
He don't need them. So I took him because he don't need to see that shit when he gets back. He might drink it.
Right.
I think it's almost like thinking maybe where he works, he's a cook, and they have a kitchen and they have a bar. I'm wondering if
Oh,
it's not the
shit.
kind of liquor the bar carries, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
What is that? Is that like 26 ounce or 40?
one of them's like a half gallon, and then there's like, I don't know, it just looks like a fifth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Check this out. A friend of mine, someone dumped a bunch of tubs in his yard, and I told him I'd take the tubs with the lids, and he just gave me all the stuff. And look at this. Here's my truck. Look at this shit. Toys.
Yeah. Fucking Wi-Fi.
You know what happened here? Here we go. 1994. That thing's 26 years old. 27. Hell, some McDonald's toys are working just on this. Hell, my kids had all this crap, you know what I mean? But, you know, hey, when I had the pawn shop, or I was at garage sales, I'd say, oh, yeah. See, I used to collect these badges like this, these little ones from cops. But I'd say, they call up and say, are you pawning TVs? I'm like, not right now. But I said, what do you got? And they go, what do you mean? I said, you got any baseball cards, Hot Wheels? They'd bring up their kids' whole toy box and let me go through it. You know what I mean? See, look, these are all stuffed animals that were in there too. All this stuff. I think I have a garage sale or something. Every time I do, though, I end up throwing the shit away. See, it's ghetto life. Look at this. Dun, 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 dun. I seen this and I thought of a rubber machine. In the bathrooms, when we were kids, they're like, what is that? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's not a balloon. Don't try to blow it up. My mom actually told me when she was a kid, she found one on the street and blew it up, and her mom about had a heart attack.
Oh,
my grandma.
Yikes. Oh, that would suck.
That was before AIDS, though.
Mm-hmm. That 12
Hell, last February, I come out here to wait for a dude for a ride. I'm sitting here.
Good day, good day.
Good day, good day.
Good morning, good day.
Where's he at?
And near the bottom there.
I mean, is he in Canada or Missouri? I mean, in the United States?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either. He said good morning, so it's probably
Maybe Australia.
6 years away or 6 years. They're remodeling all these apartments. Every one of them, they're remodeling, putting hardwood floors and a kitchen in them.
Australia. It's probably like
See, if you see one of these blue dumpsters like this,
10 a.m.
I know people that raid these things, you know it? They roll off. I've had one before, and I had one once, and I filled it completely up. Just the shit out of this garage I was cleaning, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I knew this old man, his wife died. He threw shit away, and this one vase out of it was like $200 online. And he just threw it all away.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
See that?
Let's go. What?
He got a gun on him and handcuffed.
Oh shit.
He's a new maintenance guy they hired. He's cleaning this place up. I mean, I didn't know he was carrying a gun though, so I'm glad he did. There's rocks everywhere in Missouri. I mean, you can have a rock garden anywhere you want to live. And you know, I wear that cop hat here all the time. People think I'm a cop, they don't fuck with me. Now here, this old man I'm going to go talk to is a Vietnam veteran, and he's crazy as shit, man. He's like,
Squirrelier, nuttier than his squirrel shit.
well, he's 65 and he still parties like a teenager. You know what I mean? He used to be a bouncer in the main bar in town. I've actually visited with him. He's pretty damn cool. Hey, what are you doing? Get some more apartment junk? Well, you got this thing empty. That's rare.
Yeah, I was going to strip these down, get the spilled batteries out of them.
Out of a microwave?
There's two good round batteries in those things. Extra batteries.
What voltage are they?
Batteries are batteries.
Hey, you see, when I leave, I usually go in the woods. It's a lot safer. That guy's been out here yelling at the cops before, spinning like a top.
Holy
I'm
shit!
serious.
Somebody went through there.
Look at that truck next to mine. They've been scrapping all this stuff, you know what I mean? These people here, like, they'll get that shit out of the dumpster. There'll be one dumpster throwing shit in the other dumpster. Yeah, they've been remodeling all the apartments. They got up in here where this is, where the soffit is. It's all rotten in here, and they had to replace it all, you know?
Cool.
They didn't do too bad a job. But here, I always see mine at a 45 where it looks like it's matched, you know, in that corner.
Oh yeah, instead of an overlap, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, people that don't do siding, they don't have a clue what it's supposed to look like.
Right. And they don't.
So
pay
how do they know it's
attention to it
wrong if they've
anyway.
never done it, eh?
Yep.
I see that car right there. I had one of those. It was a EXP, like an Escort. It was blue, and I gave it to this guy, and he never paid me for it. I still got the title. Just like that thing. And it had power windows, moonroof, everything. Well, he needs a car, and I'd be nice. And of course, when you're nice, you usually get bent over hard.
Oh,
I probably
yeah.
got 20 titles that I let people rent to own that never paid me. Look at that. That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, who takes trash cans? Look at that fucking metal highlight cover. That's scrap, though. People can make good money on scrap, copper especially. Now, who's going to take a microwave and take it apart for 2 fucking batteries?
Yeah, what kind of batteries? Like,
He
you
said
what
batteries.
kinds?
He said batteries are batteries.
Oh, maybe to pawn them.
He has his room. If you
Or
go in
to,
it, it looks like
recycle.
somebody's living room in a fancy house because he used to have a big house, and it's got like grandfather clocks, and it looks like an antique museum. Look at it. He told me they're after me. He's one of the kind, he thinks everybody's out to get him. And he's loud. He can't hear him, man. You talk to him, he's like yelling. He's like, shh. And he's got a couple little dogs and Pomeranian things or some shit. You know what I mean? Used to over there, like months ago, there was 2 black guys that lived over there, and they put their speakers out there on that deck, and they jammed as loud as it would go 24 hours. Even if they weren't out there, they just left it throttling like Coolio and shit. And they were older than me. They're like 60s. It's like, hey, dude, I think it's time you start acting like your age.
Yeah, a little
I'm not going. I'm not going to. But right over here on that second shelf, there's a lady about 70 that sits out there with no panties on and a skirt, flashing everybody. You know what I mean? And she dresses like a teenager with like Harley Quinn pigtails and shit.
Yikes.
Yeah. You see a woman walking down the road and you think, hey, and then you get to the other side and you're like, oh. Like the 70s, you couldn't look because it might be a guy with long hair. You didn't want to look over there,
Uh-huh.
You can always hear the interstate right there all the time, though.
How long are you playing in this stream?
I don't know. Is anybody else going live tonight?
I'm not till tomorrow. I'm too exhausted. I can sit around anytime now, but
Well, I'm gonna. My roommate's gone to work, so I don't have to go over to that other place tonight. I can sit here and function in my own place. I did 6 hours last night, 6.5 or something. And then I went to Tony's stream for like 3 hours. And I was at the other Tony's the other day too. But Jackie came for a minute.
she's airing it out.
But he just, you know how he is. Sometimes I can handle him, sometimes I can't. It just depends on what he's talking about. Oh, give me a hot sumbitch in here now. Oh my God. I'm getting tired of walking over there because they're tearing that shit up, you know what I mean? I can't stand it when they're tearing down the trees and shit. That pisses me off. Subdividing. Did you see what I found? I found a morel earlier.
Oh, you found another one?
Yeah, I was talking about, I said I probably won't find any this time of year, and Christy came up there and I found one as soon as I said that. I'm getting ready to cook some up here in a little bit, a whole bunch of them. Man, they're delicacy. They're $100 a pound.
Are they?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And mostly, besides those ones they find in Europe, I found some here before. Those, it sounds like a muffin. You know about those ones? I think they're the most addictive food you can buy anywhere. And they have dogs and pigs that hunt for them from the smell. I can't remember the name of them because we don't have them here. I actually found 2 years ago. I found 8 of them. They're not even from here.
That's amazing.
Can't think of the name of them. Oh, we got 8 people here.
8 peeps still hanging out. Yeah, right on.
Yeah, like the girl I live with, she has the TV on.
Oh, truffle.
Yeah, truffles.
That's what bamboo. Yeah, bamboo's got.
Yeah, they're the most expensive thing you can buy, and they're in the ground. You dig them up. You know what I mean? I always thought a truffle was like a cupcake or something. I didn't know.
Or a chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. It was like things you buy and you open them up, got the chocolate in there, a heart that had Valentine's or shit.
Yeah, something like that.
That's the longest I went a while without smoking weed. A couple hours, hour and 36 minutes. I'd probably work it 24/7 if I had it. I'd smoke it every minute of the day.
I hear you. I'm not working. I would do.
Oh, I do. But you do that sometimes, and you got. Well, I don't run out very often though. Over here in the ghetto, there's anybody you can buy weed. You can go out the door and yell, "I need some weed," and somebody'd come over here. They would. I never got in trouble for buying weed. You know what I mean?
Confessions, yeah.
They don't set people up here like they do in Florida and shit. They'll sell it to you and then turn around and handcuff you. You know? They used to be anyway. I keep waiting for my buddy to come back over and go to the dispensary. Oh, you fell off. Boom, gone. Well, get her done. Mikey, I guess that banner's still there. There we go. Boom, boom. Drop.
Oops.
That hasn't happened anymore lately. People getting kicked off. Magic Angel tried to come up and it wouldn't even let her. I don't know. She was on there twice and still couldn't hear.
Well, I had to go on my data. I'm just out back to see if I can get on my Wi-Fi. Might have to reset it.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi here is sporadic. Sometimes it works good and sometimes it's shitty. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, it's
There we go.
try to make me go off for a minute there.
I just switched back to Wi-Fi.
I paid for that StreamYard and I got 3 weeks, in jail. And now I've already used 36 hours since I came back, and I don't know how I'm still doing it. You know what I mean?
Oh. Did you use somebody's card to pay for it?
Yeah.
Because it keeps consistently coming off that card.
That sucks to be them. Oh, they won't notice because they don't ever even get a statement, so I ain't worried about it.
Right. So that's what my.
Yeah, I tried to get them to get a statement, and they never happened. If they got direct deposit, they've never even checked it once. I said, you could go in and use that. Somebody could be using it every day, and you wouldn't even fucking know it because you're not looking at the statement. I may have an unlimited StreamYard the rest of my time. That sounds good. On the house. I ain't saying nothing.
Okay, I forgot that I was gonna do 1 month when I first started, and I got my aunt to do it. And then she goes, that came out again. I was like, what? I thought I had to pay for another one. And she goes, no, it's consecutive.
So you paid her.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I let it build up till I get $100. I get $33 a month or something.
It is? Mine's 25.
Oh, mine's 25 American, but turns to 33 Canadian.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't remember when I stopped. I think it was McDonald's in Canada. Yeah, I didn't know the price difference. It was pretty cool. I thought yours was worth more than ours now, though.
I think so.
Well, if you had to pay 33 and it's only 25 here, that's $8 difference you have to pay.
Yeah, that's a lot extra.
Yeah, I went to McDonald's. I said, I'd like a Dr. Pepper. And they said, we don't have Dr. Pepper. I said, that's un-American. They said, you're not in America. I forgot. I'm like, oh, I get it. I was going to go to Niagara Falls, but hell, I was only 100 miles past it by the time I realized it.
Up by Walkerton? No, not Walkerton.
I have no clue. I went to in Canada at Buffalo, New York, and drove all the way to Windsor, Detroit.
Did you?
In Canada. Yeah, and I didn't know that it was kilometers, and I had an excursion limo doing like 120 miles an hour. Some trucker caught up to me and said, you're lucky you're not in prison. I go, why? He goes, you're doing like 120, whatever, I was going like 50 miles over the speed limit. The whole way.
Automatically.
Yeah, he couldn't catch me. The trucker was trying to catch me and tell me. It was crazy. It was a good time, though. I got to Windsor, and me and this guy, we delivered a limo to some people in Detroit, and I got weed from them, and we were getting ready to go over the Peace Bridge, and we smoked as much as we could, and then I threw the bowl out the window, and I threw the film canister with skunk bud off the Peace Bridge, and hoping somebody'd find it floating someday and smoke it, We just put a map up in the window, on the side of the road in that limo, and just sit there and smoke till we couldn't see straight. It's a good thing too because you get to the border there. They said if they find one seed in that sucker, they'll strip your car apart.
Mhm.
I don't think you have to have a visa to go into Canada.
No, just to work.
Well, you didn't have to. Hey, you said Chinata. Is what Bamboo said. It is. It's
That's what they
almost
call it,
almost half Chinese. Do you see Chinese people everywhere there?
Not around me, but no, it's like that though. But
It
it's
is?
still it's controlled by China too, right?
Yeah, I know.
Basically.
Yeah, but you're like Secretary of State or whatever. Give them the right to. They can come in there with their soldiers or whatever, not tell anybody in the town they're going or nothing. Just show up.
Yeah, it's messed up, man.
Are people
Well,
prejudiced against them?
And why would we give them winter training?
Oh, I know. They're right there in Washington waiting for the sign just to go across the border and start shooting people. I guarantee you. Chinese people, are they short? Are they short people?
On average, I think.
That's what I thought. We used to build limousines for some Japanese, and they built them where you slide the coffin between the back seats from the trunk, and they looked at the person going to the funeral. They looked at him or something, viewed him in the limo. That's weird. But they're shorter people too, you know. They're a lot shorter. I think that one Mao guy, that basketball player, is probably the tallest one ever.
Oh,
One
yeah,
that does that. Yeah, I see him do a commercial once or something where he's spiking everything or something, blocking their shots.
Yeah, Yao Ming. I think he's a test tube baby thing.
Yeah, I think so. He's like 7 something.
Same with Shaquille. They're all like laboratory
Military
things.
base. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shaquille was like 6'6" in 8th grade or 6'7" or some shit like that.
like they're in diabolical ways. If you're trying to make a super soldier army, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Big guys like that, you can make them, but you never know if they can make them. But,
Yeah, but you know, I think now they don't need to. They got those fucking Boston Dynamics. They got them dogs that flip, go sideways, open the door, and they got Kevlar on the outside, and they have a internal battery that never runs out. So how do you stop that? I mean, all you do is dig a hole and fill it full of water. You know what I mean? They go in there, then short out.
Yeah.
I kind of hope it gets like Terminator. I'd like to be like, you know, John Connor. I need some excitement. Be part of the revolution and part of the, you know, when they're trying to kill it. Everybody's hiding underground and shit. See, that's indoctrination right there.
Skywalker.
You ever see Omega Man with Charleston Heston? It was like, well, a long time ago. It's kind of like iRobot when the world's all fucked up.
Crowborn.
Deep underground military bases. Yeah, most of them are used for child trafficking, all those tunnels and shit. Ooh, how about sweat like a whore in church? I don't care if it's 0 or -0. I sweat when I walk, no matter how cold it is. You know, I hate that.
So you're gonna be on.
Oh yeah, when are you gonna go? So when are we gonna see you out in the woods fishing? You're out in the.
It won't be long. Won't be long.
That's what I thought. It's got to be getting close, isn't it?
Yeah, I just have to have it where it's not gonna go with like 10 degrees. I'm all right to get out there for the whole weekend.
Right on. I'm getting ready to I'm gonna get my license in the next couple of days and start drowning some worms. What's the temperature at up there? Ours is like probably 50 right now.
Oh, I can see my breath out here. Yeah.
Hey, it looks good outside. Your headphones match your house.
Oh, the moon's just blew over.
You need to let us see how your females are doing. I haven't seen them in a while.
Oh yeah, I'll go for a quick walk.
When do you put them outside? All right.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, all right. Woo. Once there's no sign of frost, right?
Yep. Hey,
See
my,
that? We got cold. We got 27 degrees last night, and I still found a morel. They usually don't come back up when it's cold.
well, my lettuce, as long as the ground don't freeze, my lettuce is still going good.
Oh yeah, they're pretty hardy though.
Put them under a tarp.
Yeah, I always had those back in the day. The
Smells
coffee
good
cans
now.
were metal, and you'd cut the bottom out of a coffee can and keep the lid, and you cover up your plants and put the lid on, and then when the frost in the morning got warmed up, you take the lid off until the frost was gone. You can keep them outside the whole time that way. Oh man,
Yeah,
is that a basement?
this is this little stretch that I get.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize it was down lower like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
In these videos.
God. Can you smell it when you're upstairs?
No, it doesn't make it around the corner. If you
Too
see,
bad. I love
down
walking the
around
house
this-
and weed every day.
I'm down around the bend here, but this is in between my furnace and
Yeah.
hot water heater. So, but so the
Hot
moisture
water
still
heat
gets down.
keeps it warm too, don't it? The hot water heater and the dryer helps on it.
A little bit moisture, but this new furnace here, it wicks. It takes away all the moisture out of the air.
That's
It's got a
good.
dehumidifier on it. So
Right on.
I have to spray these quite a bit. I use was it 100 parts of peroxide to 800 water, 900 water.
Yeah.
And just keep them. I spray them a couple times a day. Just make sure they're moist.
How long have you
But
lived
yeah,
there?
this. I've been here. We've been here 6 years,
Wow.
but the girlfriend was already here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Now you're married though, right?
No, that's the last thing I've
Oh,
ever done.
I thought you were married. I didn't know that.
No, I've never do that again.
You fornicator. You know, that's what people think. Oh my God, you're living in sin. Yeah, well, come here and bite
Yeah,
me.
living in sin.
That's stupid, isn't it?
It's a
I mean,
experience.
What's a piece of paper from the people that lie about everything in the world? You know, what the fuck does that matter? You know? You know, they used to make you get a blood test where you got your marriage license, so, you know, you have that interbreeding going on, you know what I mean? That's
Hey,
crazy.
Richard, long time no see you, Rich.
Richard posts a lot of sky stuff.
Mhm.
I try to make it over there every day. Show my support for our fellow skywatchers. You know what I mean? I always do that.
Mhm.
Because you never know what they're going to have in their sky every day. You never know. I mean, who knows the way the world is?
Right.
They start spraying early this morning here. That's why you couldn't see nothing. They just made a blanket over the whole fucking place.
Supposed to rain.
I'm ready to get a damn tan going on. You know what I mean? Gotta get sun.
Have an orange juice and then a bath.
Hey, earlier when I was out in the woods, you know when you were on there in JJ that time, I was down in there where those deer stands were and stuff. Well, that one field where I found that little dump, they put a frisbee golf course in there.
Oh, that sounds fun.
What's more weird is when I went to the store this morning, I found a frisbee frisbee for one of those right by the interstate. Is that weird?
Yeah.
That's the second one I found. I got two of them now, and I played frisbee golf. That's fun to play. And those frisbees are heavy though. You wouldn't want to play catch with them because they're hard and you know, I mean, it fucking hurt. I used to be into frisbee big time, play, you know, all that shit, frisbee golf and guts and all that shit.
Tropicana. There's nothing like it.
Especially with vodka, you know. Like,
Oh, I wish.
your
talking about
eyes
booze.
lit up. Don't say that.
I love alcohol, man.
How long has it
I
been?
can't. Almost 10 years.
Holy schmoly. Yeah, that's good, dude. Most people couldn't have went that long without really binging once or twice, you know.
I'm good at drinking. I'm good at everything I do, I guess.
That's why you can't do some things. You're 100 no matter what. That's the way I always do everything. Always the full tent. You know, it's like you can't back off because I do everything the same way, all or none.
Yeah, life has been so clear since I did that. It was tough for the first few years.
I bet. I've never really been. I've drank more than 3 years, and I drank my whole life combined since I lived here.
Everything we did involved Here, 2-pitch golf.
Are you a lush? Chrissy said you're a lush.
I used to keep a cooler full in my trunk all the time on ice. It's cold.
I had a buddy, he had a keg in his room where he had the pool table. You just go over, and it had a tap on the outside of the fridge. You just go over there any time, like, that's crazy. It's cheaper that way, though, I guess we buy a keg, ain't it?
Yeah, I have buddies that brew their own. And
Yeah,
they put it right in the fridge. That's
what
too quick.
percent? Is it higher than normal?
He's
Percentage?
like 5 or 6, 5.5.
When I was young, we drink little Mickeys and what is it? Big mouth Mickeys and cream Kings. What is it? Kings.
All those little green ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're like 7%, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we always did that Boone's Farm, Tickle Pink, Malt Duck, all that Kool-Aid shit.
Anything. I would drink
Nothing?
anything when I was drinking. Like not like alcohol rubbing alcohol and shit like that. No, I'd never.
No, you weren't that bad.
No, but I've never gone without. That's why I was a bad addict, because if I didn't have anything, I would sell cannabis, anything. I always had a lot of money still.
Oh, hey, I'm telling you, that's why I used to hustle. I couldn't afford it, so I had to hustle to get smoking.
Yeah. Yep.
And I kind of felt guilty a lot about the profit money, so I'd buy junk with it instead of having money laying around. I'd buy stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just weird. And plus, people trade you anything for weed if they ain't got. They'll bring you a fucking TV. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
If you sold weed, people were like, "Well, you can have my wife for a week. She'll cook and clean. Just give me a quarter pound." I've seen where people left their kids for collateral while they went and got them their dope, and then the cops. Is that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a teach like that where I've never, lowered my standards for drugs.
Yeah, it was always neat to have. Yeah, I'm gonna roll one up.
Yeah, I was out of high school before I ever even tried it. How old were you? Were you young when you started?
Yeah, I think I was 13.
Yeah, I know people say they're like 8 or 9. I'm like, what? What the
Maybe
hell?
even younger than that. Smoking leaf.
Was your brother older or younger?
Younger.
Mine was too. He was 2 years younger than me, and he died like same day that Burt Reynolds died. My brother did. I don't know what day it was, but it's easy to find. I just Google it, He was only 50, I don't know, 52 maybe, 51. I can't remember. It's kind of weird with it. I didn't talk to him every day. That's why it's not really that big. You don't miss him, but you do because you didn't talk to him every day. I didn't, but I can't call him now. It's the only difference when I want to,
Yeah, that's how I miss him. I'm so used to getting. He was a lush too, so his phone calls was always like they were never avoided. But he knew when I knew he was calling to borrow some money. Like, you borrow? You got $20 I can borrow? Yeah, what do you mean $20 you can borrow? I mean, can you have? I used to say to him, I'm going to start adding this up. No, don't start adding.
Yeah, they say, hey, if you got $20 and they don't say, can I borrow it? They're not paying it back.
Yeah, because
they didn't even ask to borrow it. They just ask you if you got $20 and you say, yeah,
you
well,
got
you just count
$20.
it.
Sure, man, I got $20.
But they didn't say, I'll pay you back. It's like, and you're lucky if you do that. You better be able to afford it because if you get it back, it's a blessing. That's why I always looked at it. It was a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Because family that you don't really count as borrowing it anyway. Because my brother he's helped me, and when he used to at Christmas he always bought everybody, the kids, all stuff. But he'd buy shit like machine guns and the loudest thing you could find. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And laugh like, ha ha! Try to sleep tonight. He even did on purpose. And luckily he got divorced because he had 3 girls and 2 of them. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it, dude. They would have been the Antichrist if he had got to raise them. He said, what's a cop? And he'd say they'd go inward, and they were like 3. I mean, he was teaching.
Holy
He was
shit.
teaching really bad habits. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They turned out good though. They did because he didn't raise them. If he'd had a boy, it would have been 666 on his forehead. I guarantee you. My brother was a hellion. He was a hell raiser,
Wow.
bouncer. He was a bouncer. He had headbutt people and kicked their windshield out and pull them out. He had no mercy.
Wow.
And luckily, he wasn't that way when his last few years of life. He calmed down and
Proved himself.
yeah, but he loved to fight, dude. He loved to fight. I don't think he ever got whipped.
I've been hurt pretty good, but never whipped. I don't ever.
I've
say
never
I-
been whipped either. I've been
I'll
punched
never
in the
say
face.
I won't,
That's about it.
but
Well, you never know because there's always somebody who can whip your ass.
yeah, there is, man. And as soon as you
But
think
when
there isn't, somebody will do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
When you're smart though, you don't get beat up because you don't mouth people that are 6'9", 800 pounds. You just let I never. I was stupid. Like, oh, bigger they are, harder they fall. Yeah, well, the bigger they are, they can smash you in the ground too.
Yeah, you get that one.
It's usually whoever's the most mad. If I'm mad, I don't fight unless somebody makes me mad. I just don't fight. But if I get to that point where I spock out, where you have no peripheral vision and you can't hear, you just keep pounding.
Oh yeah, the buzz.
You don't hear nothing. You're just like,
No, yeah, I know.
And if somebody
my
ain't there
ears
to
just
pull you off-
playing. Yeah, that's where I don't like going beyond that. Neither, man.
no. I never did fight much because I was afraid I'd kill somebody with all the anger
good
build
at-
up.
Oh, I forgot to get papers. Shit. At least I got two big ones. I still got small ones. That's the thing. The only small.
What's up,
papers.
Peanut? Peanut in the house?
Oh, Peanut. Yeah, Peanut. I haven't seen Peanut for a while.
Man, that guy can play guitar. Peanut, you got to come up here and play the guitar, dude. Hey, remember, were you there when Blind Cube was playing the other night on the piano?
No,
Oh, you weren't?
no.
He lives in Alaska and he got in a real bad car wreck. He was in the military and he's going blind and he has amnesia. And he
Oh.
plays the piano, the guitar, the violin, the mandolin, and he played that for a long time on here, and everybody was digging it. And then today I saw he had a live stream. I went over there. There was 8 people there. Howie was there, Buzzacino, Treeland, and man, he needs that. I could just see the glow in his face. You know what I mean? It was awesome. But he has moments though, like he gets depressed easy, and he actually went off on me one time about 6 months ago, and it freaked me out, and I haven't went back till recently, but he can't help it, sometimes shit just gets to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that people go there and keep him in good spirits. He got a job playing piano for tips at an Italian restaurant bar. And
Holy shit, that's pretty good.
it's beautiful there in Alaska, though. He's living. You can see a giant mountain range where he lives. He lives at home with his parents, and his grandma lives in the garage. Yeah, he smokes. He goes to the dispensary and gets weed. I think it was 25 to 8 when he got the other day. It was called Wi-Fi.
Oh, I heard of Wi-Fi. Yeah.
I wonder if it zapped your head like Wi-Fi.
Well, this is some of the most crystallized Gorilla Glue I've ever had right here.
Really?
Yeah, it's still
That Gorilla
fuzzy.
Glue will fuck you up. Gorilla Glue is pretty potent.
It has it's a weird buzz. Yeah, it's totally different.
Someone said some of those grow channels I go to said it had different properties than most weed, and it affects different parts of your brain.
It does. It kind of gives you more of a euphoric. Like it's actually when I smoke it with the mushrooms, it's almost the same.
Well, like opium back in the day or hash, how it affects your head buzz, kind of. Hey, Howie put Blind Cube's channel in the chat. Thanks, bud. He's out there where he lives. There's bears and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
He rides his bike into town. It's like 10 miles. You see Big Pig Slapper in here all the time, Oink,
Big Pig Slapper, yeah.
Yeah, he was live with me in the woods earlier, and he's a flat earther, and he is just, I love it, man. He says he's gonna quit, but he can't, he likes proving people wrong too. But he'll argue with them. And he'll make videos, call him all. It's funny, man. I like that dude. There's about 5 people in our community, or 6, that look like Gandalf. You know what I mean? They all got that long hair and that beard.
Yep.
Like doppelgangers. There's a lot of people in the United States that look like that. He said, one guy said he looked like Duck Dynasty. Psy, that's what he looked like. That was Too Tall Rob last night. Man, he had so much fucking weed and dabs and those pen things. He had like a surplus. And he was baked. And he's hard of hearing too. He can't hardly hear. You have to repeat everything you say. And he goes, "What'd you say?" I said you're hard of hearing.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
He is though, man. He's like, he just sits there and smiles stone because he can't hear nothing. Oh, he went to Oklahoma to a big smoke thing, and he met Okie Grower. And guess who he went and ate lunch with? Afro Man.
Afro Man.
Yeah, he went and bought lunch for him. And Afro Man went to lunch with like a side-looking, Duck Dynasty dude. Imagine in Oklahoma, they're like, "What the fuck?"
White Ice. Oh, White Fire and White Rhino. Oh, cool.
White Rhino, that's good.
I like my earthy Kush, my old school Kush tastes. Just
Hey, you see what Chrissy said?
When I was going to eat.
She said the fight was rigged, was it? Was it obvious?
Oh, which one, for Robert and Kelvin?
JJ said 100% rigged.
There's a few fights. There was Ben Askren was fighting that Jake Paul YouTube shit.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
He's a wiener.
Yeah.
He went to a flat earth convention and acted like he's a flat earther, and then he went back and said psych, and he was making fun of him and shit.
Yeah, those kids are all part of the programming.
Oh, you know it. They are.
Yeah, big time.
Look how many viewers and how much money they make on there. That's probably, I'm sure that shit's fake. I mean, if you see these channels that have 1 million subscribers, and you're like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially the guy that dresses up like a bitch and shows you makeup. Man, come on. I about throw up every time I actually see that shit. About throw up in my mouth. Like, what the hell? And people watch that guy. People watch that shit, you know what?
Yeah. Oh, they watch the rich kids. That's what it is, right? They watch the rich kids they think the rich kids made themselves like that just because their parents have money and they give them their cars to drive. Shit like that. And as soon as they see that big number,
school and the kids are driving fucking expensive cars, you know what?
Yep. Hey, there's my biggest fan again.
Yeah. I remember that show, Paris Hilton and Lionel Richie's daughter. Remember they had that show on for a while, a long time ago?
Oh, yeah.
I remember when they went to Walmart and they were freaking out. They go, "Look how cheap this stuff is." And they were like, bought like $1,000 worth of clothes and shit. They didn't realize when you wash them, they fall apart. That Walmart clothes are the cheapest thing there is. But fuck it. Huh?
Somebody's cutting their grass and there's almost frost out there right now.
Hell, here in the summer, you'll see these like 90-year-old people out mowing their yard at noon. It's 102, and they're lucky they don't fall over dead.
Mine's getting ready to be cut as soon as it's warm.
Hey, Zebzo in the house. What's up, brother?
Zebzo.
Getting cut this weekend.
It's gonna
Who is that? Your better half?
Yeah. Cut and soaked.
The boss?
No,
I used to tell
not
I wear the pants. I used to tell but my wife tells me when to put them on.
Don't mute that.
Yeah, I wear the pants. My wife tells me to put them on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just easier if you give in and just let them rule the nest. You know, it's easier.
So, Howie's too high to type. Michael Joshua.
It's like when they had those cell phones, like the Blueberry or whatever, the Blackberry. You couldn't even, they had that keyboard on there. Shit, my fingers would push 4 numbers at once. You know. I hated them phones. Is your phone expensive? Do you want people to spend $800 on a phone?
Yeah, this one's expensive.
Yeah, I've never done that. I just can't see doing it. If I could go buy 2 cars for the same price here, you know.
No, I do the. I wait for the deal. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
you do the Walmart one, but you still have to get your plan. But it's like you
Well,
get
I
the
use Straight Talk, but I just get the $55 unlimited on my phone. You
we
know.
get that 250. Sometimes it's more than 250, but they give you 250 in store cash to sign up for a thing for
Yeah, but then
shit
you got a
like that.
contract for a year.
Or 2, yeah.
And are they giving you the phone cheap that way?
Yeah, the phone's free that way. You get your phone, $250 cash, in store cash, and then yes,
Really?
signed to a 2-year program, 2-year thing.
How much is it a month though?
About what you said, what you're paying.
55
Yeah, I think so.
per phone.
Phone's 55 or 60 a month or something. Yeah,
That's cool.
but that's only that's only 2 gigs though
That's
of
it.
data. Yeah, with 2
I use
gigs
that
of
for like
data.
30 minutes. I use that in 30 minutes. I'm serious, dude. I think I'm on YouTube. Well, not counting the streams, like 8 or 9 hours a day sometimes, but I'm not even streaming.
Yep.
I get on. I'm on here all the time learning. Though. I watch a lot of stuff. I try to learn. You know.
And then I think it's $10 for 1,000. As soon as you go over your 2,
Yeah, I did that. I did that before with like Verizon or something. But I couldn't afford to do it. I ran out of data in like 2 days.
I make mine. I'm at 1.4, so 1,400 megabytes, and I make it last. So I was almost gonna make it the most.
Megabyte?
Yeah, because there's 1,000 megabytes.
I use gigabytes.
Right?
I'm talking about gigabytes, though. I mean,
Yeah, I know, but I use it at work when I talk to you, shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I make it last. Like sometimes when my Wi-Fi goes out, I'll have to put the data on here
Yeah.
for a bit. But I keep it under the 2.
What kind of
But
internal storage? How much internal storage is your phone?
250 gig, or what do I got left in here?
Because your internal storage is what holds most of the stuff. It's not the memory card.
Right.
Because last time I bought like 128 gigabyte internal. You hardly have. You don't ever like run out of room. I erase everything anyway. Don't even need any substance to be too high to have. Das booted.
I got what was it? It's 128 gig phone.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's nice, isn't it? First one I had was that internal. Because the internal means everything. That memory cards don't store shit,
I got 55.8 gigs left. But I can erase a lot of shit, I know.
Yeah, do you like erase your cache every day and all that crap?
No.
You don't?
What is it?
Your cache. Your cache, they call it cache.
Oh, the device. Yeah, I do that once in a while.
I do it every day because it'll be like way too much, taking up on your phone. Because if you get low on your memory, your phone won't act right. It'll start kicking off and breaking up, and they're like it just did again. Wah, wah, wah. Google, you can blow me. Man, maybe you could come up here. Somebody. They'll knock it all off. There he is. He's back. Hey, you know, last night, Matt, everybody that was putting their link in the stream, Google Moderator was removing every one of them last night.
Oh,
And even stuff
Really?
that Frack was writing that wasn't bad, it was removing it. And I mean, I went to another chat after that, and I put in, and they took it out. And then it was Gorilla Grower, Gigi. And then I put my link, and I said Google Moderators rule, and they still took it out of there.
that's crazy, man.
They're removing everybody's link that they got put in the chat. The people were putting in their own link. They removed every one of them. I wonder what's up with that, why they're doing that again.
Strange shit.
It's bullshit. You know, that's why you gave everybody blue wrenches so they could drop their links. Well, if that goes away, then so are the wrenches going away. What's the point then, right?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people I've noticed don't have, like some of them, like that one guy, Batman. You know what I'm talking about? The one from Colorado.
hmm
Penny, he was on Penny Bunny, but he only has a couple, 2 or 3 moderators.
I just do it so we can tell who's different when they come in.
Yeah, exactly. But I've got people that's been blocking people with their moderators. You know, I don't like that because you know, especially when they block somebody you never even heard of. It's like how do they do that? And that guy Mosh, he came on my stream last night because he tried to chat and his name wouldn't show up, and somebody had him blocked on my stream.
Oh shit.
I'm wondering if it wasn't that guy I had up the other night, Scott Zilla. I think him and Mosh got into it or something. And I think he blocked him. I think that's the only person I can think of. I just made him a moderator too, and then the next day somebody's blocked from him.
Oh shit. I didn't think moderators could block moderators. That's another reason why I did it too.
Well, they can't. They're not supposed to be able to.
No.
I don't know what the deal was, but I don't think he may not have been a moderator on my channel because he doesn't come to my channel very much. You know what I mean? You have to come there and you have to push on him to moderate him. You have to come in and put something in the chat, or you can't. You know?
hmm
But on one of my phones, when I'm, you can't tell if anyone's a moderator on it. When you see them chatting, you can't see the wrench. And then I'll get in my YouTube side and I'll see that they're not blue. You know,
hmm
that's like code. You know, when you join him, you got a dollar bill sign by your name. I'm like, what?
Michael
That's what I said.
Joshua.
Oh, is he here?
Yep.
Straight from the Outback. Yeah, he was in the stream yesterday's live.
Good sunrise this morning.
I don't see you at Ralph's anymore, hardly.
I don't notice him there that often. I haven't been there in the mornings lately, but
I haven't. I went today, and he's like, "Where you been?" And then he starts talking about what was he talking about this morning? Oh, whatever it was. He always asks me to look shit up all the time because I do it fast, and I can't remember what it was, but I don't know why either. But I put some data in there, and he goes, "Oh, well, you're wrong. You need to look this lady up, Truth Seeker 69, and look what she has to say." And I'm like, so I sit there and erased everything I put in there and left. I'm gonna say you probably won't. He's too argumentative. Everything you put in there, he's a dick. I'm sorry. He's getting to be worse. You know what I mean? And I don't think he likes Penny Bunny, and she's always saying shit to me, and I think he don't like that. You know? He just probably ain't had a piece of ass for so long. He's getting grouchy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He's mean. I mean, you can go in there and help him. He's like, what the heck does that mean? You know, he'd be sitting there holding the loop. I go, I've got one of those. What are you talking about? How about the thing you're holding in your fucking hand you've been talking about for 30 minutes? You know what I mean? He doesn't understand current events at all. He doesn't know anything about nothing. You know, have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
He'll say, what are you talking about? I mean, every day to somebody. And I've kept quiet. You know how many times I've typed shit in there and then didn't post it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I've tried, dude. I offered to send him some beads, and, you know, he's like, nah, I don't need any. He's just like, I don't know. I'm just tired of trying to get along with him. You know what I mean?
10:27 a.m.
He ain't that much older than me, you know, but he acts like he is. Has he ever been married? I don't think so, do you?
I don't think so.
You don't have kids either, I don't think.
No, always on the go.
On the go, what, around the yard?
No, like around the country, I guess.
Ever since I went on there, he ain't went nowhere.
No, not since here. He went to this spot to settle down, but working at all these I almost said provincial American parks and stuff like that.
Doing
And
what?
campgrounds, just taking care of campgrounds and bush work and whatever. I'm not sure exactly what kind of job he said he had, but he did.
You know, I think he'd be nice to people. You know, he used to have a pretty good crowd. He had a harem for a while, but now it's like he's getting less and less people coming there. You know, it's like 6 or 7, and it used to be like 20 for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But he just seems like, I don't know. He reminds me of a woman. So nothing personal. He's like a clucking old hen half the time, and it just I don't like politics anyway. And I still went there to listen to all that crap, and I don't like any of it. You know, and I don't know. Life's too short to listen to some old dude. I'm going to be that guy someday. Hopefully not, though. I mean, I don't want to be that fucking grouchy.
Hart Gaspar.
You know, he wonders why he can't get laid. He's like, well, you know, tell a girl, how old are you? I'm 16. Well, come back when you're 18. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Who is Verdia? You know who he always talks about?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing a couple names. I've seen her name a couple times, but I never knew who she was.
Yeah, she was a friend.
It seemed like she was more than a friend almost or something, the way he talked.
Yeah, she got close. They talked all the time. She got sick with cancer.
Yeah, said she was homeless with cancer.
What happened is there was some funding passed, and all those people that were there thought that she didn't get it, but she did. Her son confirmed.
Oh, really? Muted?
And they all just turned and left. But the other people that understood are the ones that are still there, right?
Yeah.
The other ones were a little bit distant as soon as somebody said something. But yeah, it was confirmed.
Yeah, what's that mean though? She stayed homeless with the money?
Or something. Yeah, it was something like that. That was the last part of it. Yeah. She was getting money, but she just had maybe like she had to stay in the hospital room or something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they were getting money to her or something like that, but she couldn't find any help, no friends or anything.
Huh.
Yeah, but he always
test the Google mod. Hey, last night, you know, he said let's test the Google mod. Do it. Somebody put their link in the chat and see if it only stays there sometimes. Like they were erasing Frack's comments and like it'd go on there and it'd be removed instantly, just for commenting. And that's weird. I've never had them ever in my chat until last. They've never been in my chat until last night ever. Google moderator. But you know, Genevieve, I posted my link in her chat and it didn't go away. It stayed there. I told her she was too strong for Google. You know what I mean?
Hello. Oh, I know. I'll just move the chair.
Got myself some almonds for tonight. I couldn't find the peanuts at this store I was at. Mike Jack.
Get her done. Yeah, is it? Were you? Yeah, that's cool. I like Jen. I like the way she talks, you know it? She's like, me so crazy. She says, I'm in a habit of saying me now instead of I. Like, me gonna go to the store. Like,
yeah.
I think it's cool. Did it stay in there? Yeah, it did. Google Mods must be sleeping. I don't know. I think some reason they came. I don't know why they did.
I worked the weekend except for Saturday.
I already been on here 2 hours and 21.
I had to take my holidays.
You know, since I got out of jail, I've spent 60 hours live.
I'm gonna work. Yeah, I only come and work 2 days, and then work 3 days for holidays.
Oh, I think it's time to smoke some weed.
Yeah, no, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Have a good night, Jay.
JJ, take good care, man.
I don't. I'm not.
Where does JJ live?
Yeah, where JJ's from.
If he's going to bed now, he must have to get up real early. It's only 7:30 at night here.
Depending on the time.
There's bolt gun.
Bolt gun?
He put his Judge put his link in there.
Unless you see here.
And he's a big teddy bear too, you know, and he gets emotional easy too.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you're passionate about something, that shit comes out without trying, you know, it just comes. I'm the same way. I didn't used to be, but I am now. I'm a sentimental old fool. I tell people shit.
60 hours deep since the clink.
I know nothing since the clink. I'm not going to go to the Siberian front. Did you ever watch Hogan's Heroes?
Yeah, way back. It was a long time ago. Wow.
Oh yeah, me too. But I like it. I used to like all those war movies, you know. All those, they were always, I thought were good. What's the most popular TV show in Canada?
When right now?
Was Trailer Park Boys big there? Trailer Park Boys was like big here, like big time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Big Pig Slapper calls me Sasquatch or whatever from that show, I guess. They called him Sasquatch.
Yep, Sasquatch.
Yeah, that show though, that grew weed. That was just a killer show. Is it still on?
She does.
No.
The drawings. And, or whatever the thing is. She's gonna do like.
Yeah, they did some things that weren't right.
They did?
Like, well, I'm just trying to grow weed in a can like that. Shit like that.
Yeah, I didn't watch it all the time, just whenever, you know.
Mm-hmm. It was funny, but there's stuff that was like a lot of scripted shit. Well, it was all scripted, but
yeah,
they made it
like
look
reality
like
TV isn't reality. They're just not paid actors, you know. That's the only difference.
right.
But they still rehearse all that shit before they do it.
No, you can't take the almonds.
You did, Howie?
No.
Live in Kansas City, Mo?
She's not here.
I can believe that.
Yeah. She had to do that. Maddie's good.
I got this nectar collector I'm going to heat up tonight and pour all the shit out of it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That shit fucks you up just as good.
It comes in handy.
Yeah, it actually resonates pretty damn good, don't it?
I've smoked many bong oil, dude.
Plus, when you smoke out of it with all these different kinds of wax, it's kind of a different taste, you know?
Yeah. It's called kamikaze.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what we used to call when you make a drink with all a bunch of different alcohols from.
Yeah, we call that something else. It's called a suicide.
Yeah.
That's what it's called here, is suicide. And you put in like orange and 7-Up and Coke and all that shit.
Well, is kamikaze Japanese?
Yeah, that's the kamikaze guy.
Because they're the suicide bombers, right?
I guess that's why it's called. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, suicide bombers, right?
Oh, I never even thought of
Kamikaze
that.
bombers, right?
Yeah.
Kamikaze bombers.
I wonder why. That's too weird. It was just alike, but a different. I mean, I never.
Yeah.
Do you call it? Is it hamburgers there? You just call people. I mean, everybody has different slang for everything. It seems like.
I called it hamburger.
Well, I have a friend. He's a doctor. He has like 350 college hours. He calls it a hamburger.
Hamburger.
He says booger. I'm like, come on. And my ex mother-in-law used to say, I got to go do the wash. And I go, who is the first president? She go, well, George Washington. I'm like, it's Wash. There ain't no R in that freaking name. Come on now. That makes you sound like a hick, you know it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never could understand how people could see that and pronounce it that way. Kind of like, I better go get my Nintendo.
Nintendo.
You know what I mean? They're like, my Accolade. I've got a Nintendo in my Accolade now. You better ask somebody, you know?
The hamburger.
Idiot burger now. I like the kind I like muff burgers.
No.
Ever go muff diving? Sometimes you might need goggles.
I killed it.
Huh?
There was a huge fly almost the size of my pinky.
Cool.
Look, I killed it.
Good job.
Yeah, I was terrified. It flew on my pillow. But I
Good
didn't
job.
kill it on my pillow. I killed it on the wall. Now I got like fly guts on my wall.
Good job.
No, good job. We need an exterminator.
Does it fly?
Yeah. That shit's terrifying. It was like a horse fly. But like, size of my pinky. It was like, bzzz, and it was like,
I don't know.
get away from my food, you little bitch. I was flying
Oh my
from
God.
my food. So my first response was, get away from my food, you little bitch. Then
Talking
it
to
flew
a
on
flyer?
My, yeah, it flew on my pillow, and I was like, oh, no, man. That ain't yours. Get lost. And I flew onto the wall and please. So I killed it.
They sound like my girls are that way, dude. Some guy pinched my girl in the ass in school and she punched him in the face.
Gets attacked by my heels on the roof or on the wall, depending on where it was. And if it was on like my bed or whatever, then I pick it up with a paper towel and squish it a little bit, and then I kill it with my heels. I don't like spiders. I don't give them a chance to come back to life.
Get a snake and we'll have no bugs. What grade are your girls in? How old are they?
Grade 6, grade 9, grade
6?
10,
That one, how old is that one?
15, or she just turned 12.
That one did?
No, Maddie,
Oh.
she's 15.
Oh, I was gonna say that kind of you bitch. Like I never a 12-year-old. That's gonna.
Yeah, my youngest
Which-
swears a little bit, but
Which
I let
one's the
him swear.
rowdiest?
The youngest.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's great.
She
Do
likes
they
the
drive?
music. No, not yet. No. My youngest is spoiled. But when I first had my children, like I was a single dad.
Yeah.
And when they got the kids from their mother, they already had big sisters, right?
Yeah.
And so I kept the big sisters. And Zoe was like only 4, maybe, just turning 5 when I was a single dad with them for a couple of years before I met this girlfriend.
Wow.
And so I let them see their big sisters. It's like once a month or something like that. They seen them for 2 hours. So as it went on, Zoe got close to the family that she was with.
Yeah.
And they ended up having a baby, the first baby. And she just wanted to be around them more. So we stopped the big sisters thing and she started spending weekends there every other weekend and shit like that. And now she's part of their family, our family. They bought her a horse. She takes horse riding lessons. Like, she's spoiled, man.
I tell you.
And during school, just because they're tight, like we talk to them all the time, right? It's
Yeah.
always FaceTime. Everybody goes to they have a hairdressing, nail salon shit. And all the girls here, they go get their hair done and at that place and shit like that. And once a month or something like that.
Yeah, my
So
sister
it
did
is
that with
tight.
my daughters. Same thing.
Yeah. So Zoe, she gets to stay there. She's got her own horse, their own barn. It's on a farm.
Wow,
It's not far away, but
that's a good deal, man.
she's got 2 young kids to help. Like when she's there, she's helping raise it's like a 5-year-old and a baby, a 2-year-old.
That's good for her too.
Mm-hmm. Because I got my life going fast paced. Like I see him all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and it's not like I don't call him and text him and shit, but yeah, I'm tight with them. So it's just like that's a bonus for having 3 daughters. I'm like, that's the earthly energy give me that for being good. I think, right? It just works out like that.
Karma works both ways.
Right. Right. That's why I always pay it forward.
Hey, people always say, "Oh, you're so lucky." I said, "Dude, a lot of it ain't luck. It's called you get it back 7 times. Either way, if you can get it back bad or good."
Mm-hmm.
And you know, if you're a giver, you get given too. That's the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a taker, you just get taken. You know what I mean? People that steal usually get robbed.
Right. That's why I say if I give my energy, I get more in return.
And people don't realize that. You get what you put out to the universe right back at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the earthly energy will come right back at you big time.
Yeah, because there's a guy named Sadhguru, Indian guru dude, and he talks about karma as being different than what most people think. You know, I've learned a lot watching that guy. Do you ever watch him?
Mm-hmm.
He is really. I like the way he talks.
Bit.
You know how that Indian accent is just cool as shit anyway, and they're funny when they talk. Like, you know, he's a funny guy too. And Tony watches him too. Because there's times he says shit, I know where it came from. And I ask him, he goes, "Oh, I've been watching him." I'm like, "I thought so." Because, you know, I hear stuff he says, and I can sometimes I know where it comes from. I think that's why I erased all of his videos. That way there's no proof that somebody else said it. I mean,
mm-hmm.
But, you know, plagiarism is the biggest form of flattery there is, you know it? Because don't you say something and then you see it like a few months later, you see somebody else saying the same thing you told them? And I never even say nothing because that's what you want anyway. You want people to get that mindset. And when you hear them rehashing it or telling somebody else, it makes you feel good. It does me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they were listening. Because a lot of people, you can be talking to them like this and ask them, like Ralph, you know, he's, you know how he is. And then Tony's kind of that way too. He doesn't really want to hear what you have to say. He wants you to hear what he's saying.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's the difference. I want to hear what other people have to say.
See, man, that's the way I am. I'm social. I mean, I've never met a stranger. I like talking to people. That's how we learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big time.
Big time, right. We get all this together after a while, you know, everybody gets on the same, you know, frequency. It's nice.
Hey.
And there's not been that many trolls lately. I mean, wow.
Yeah, did Michael put his link in the chat? I haven't seen him either.
Who?
Mike Joshua Lewis.
I
thought he was putting his link for somebody, but I haven't seen them.
He said something about and links for a Dave Dobbs object uploaded this morning.
Yeah, but it's not showing yet.
No. Says I don't see what it says. Says I don't see your videos up, MJK. That's what Kimba says.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. Last one I seen up was Debso put up bolt guns. Do you drink soda?
Yep.
Yeah, I do too. People can say what they want, but I tell everybody your stomach has acid in it for a reason. You know what I mean?
I sip on diet ginger ale. I don't drink much.
I drink maybe like half a 2 liter of pop a day, and that's all I drink for the whole
I
day.
sometimes don't finish my pop. Kind of same when how I was with my cans of beer. I'll take one chug out of it, sit it down, and it'll get warm. I won't drink it.
Yeah, I don't like. I even never drink. Don't you? Have you ever had jobs where you sweat so much you'd like drink 2 or 3 32-ounce drinks at lunch, and just because you sweat that shit out? I used to move asbestos, and you wear those big rubber boots that go up to your knees, and you'd be working in a boiler room or something. You'd have to take them off and pour it out because it'd start running over the top of sweat. Because it'd be 150 degrees in there. You'd have everything, taped off where there's no oxygen. You had a HEPA filter going, and you have a whole suit on with a mask. And man, you get hot, some bitch. All you have on underneath is shorts, and that's it. And you're just dripping. All the people that started out there overweight, when you got through, they weren't. You don't have a choice. You know what I mean? You burn off more than you can eat and drink in a matter of a day. But I like working hard. You feel good at the end of the day when you feel like you got something done. Earned your pay or whatever, How long does it take you to do one of those modulars?
Well, if the minimum we have to do would be like make sure it's got a set of stairs, check the lights, check all the hydro, like the receptacles, make sure everything's run. We have to make sure the air conditioning and HVAC works.
So if it don't, you have to replace that too, or does somebody else do that?
Yeah, I have to go through wiring panels and So it's on average, a quick one can be like 6 hours.
Really?
And then you're on to your next one. Like you're on to your next one, but your next one could be a 3-day. What about you today?
They're all different. Every one of them's different shape.
Length. They're all 12 feet.
I mean, like everyone has different problems and everything, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. Because this morning we did. We changed some aluminum siding. We had put the sheets up, so we did aluminum siding in the cold, in the wind, and then. Oh no! Actually, we glued a 60-foot by 12 trailer. We glued the floor, and then we did we were waiting for the glue to get sticky. We did the outside fixing up the aluminum siding, and then once the floor was in,
soffit and fascia. They have soffit, or is it straight run?
It's straight up.
Yes, I thought.
And then after the glue was set, we had to we put a whole floor in 60 by 40 or 60 by 12 1-foot tile with 8 vents. 8 vents. Yep.
Do they have the air conditioning vents in the floor?
Yep.
You got to cut out the tile for that too?
Yep.
Yeah, that's always makes it extra work.
Yeah, it's we can do 2 of us working together because we have our own system. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. We can tile a 60 by 12.
That's wow.
It's pretty quick.
They use that stuff when they're on the back of that, like netting, like carpet, and those little ones, and all you do is caulk between them, because they're already set on there and glued to it, and you just lay down those like 12 by 12 little ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, we got
that saves a lot of time trying to make shit straight. It's already square and everything.
I think we got 3/16 vinyl tile.
Yeah.
And they're easy to lay down, but it takes a bit, like because you outside edges. You know what I mean? Once you get we did a 6-inch stagger pattern.
Oh yeah.
Right?
And then they square. Are they pretty square when they line up against the wall? Right?
We measure off the one wall And
Yeah.
when the plywood's laid out, there's always a straight seam. So you want 4 inches at least overlap in your plywood seams. So you
That's
start
cool.
your 4 inches, and then you use that plywood to line up your first tile. We snap a line sometimes, but I can do
Yeah.
it just measuring off a wall, and just making sure that, because the walls might run in and out. So I'll go
Yeah.
like 11 and a half on the outside, so I can just take one quick chop and put it in, instead of just,
Yeah.
sometimes if you go 1 foot, the wall runs in sometimes and you'll have a gap. So I just, so it's
What kind of trim do you put trim?
yeah, we have 3/8 base trim. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, so once we do that, we put all the new base up, and then we put the case. The windows are still cased, but yeah, we case the doors again. And
What kind of
Yeah,
lighting are in it? What kind of lighting do you do?
there are other T8s or T12s.
You ever do can lights?
No.
Oh, good. I used to hang sheetrock and it had that can lighting, and you got to get a roto zip, cut out 50 holes in the ceiling and shit. Like, ugh, that's a bitch.
Yeah, those things suck.
Yeah, because you're usually above your head and all that fucking shit's falling in your face. I worked for a guy once, he didn't have a roto zip, we'd have to do it with a fucking knife. And it was a bitch.
Well, when I have to do anything like that, like everything for, like, we do the drop ceilings and everything like that. Sometimes we
Yeah.
have to put, like, when we do like with the trailers, sometimes, most of the time when they're ordered, like, we'll strip everything right out. There'll be walls in there. They're called ready walls.
Yeah.
And they're steel. You put all these pieces of steel together and you slap that wall and you make dividers, but some of them we actually build wood, like a regular washrooms, right? Run the
Yeah.
plumbing when they want their washroom on their site, right? So yeah, it's a lot of different shit, man.
How
We call
many
it
people work there?
wearing.
Is there a lot of people working there?
We got three of us carpenters, like lead carpenters, and then we have painters and helpers, people that put the chairs and all that shit in there.
Yeah, it's about like a regular construction site. You got different people coming
Yep.
and doing. Yeah. I built apartments forever. Yeah, you had the electricians come in, the bricklayer, plumbing.
Yeah, this one here is the only time we have to call somebody is because it's 3-phase electrical, and when we get too tied up in the trailer, we call those guys and they come in. They just do it quick, and we don't have to worry about wasting our time running this and doing that. And
we had shitty framers. They'd get behind. We'd have to go ahead and slap the windows in because otherwise we had to wait on them. So we just do it ourselves,
I'm always cutting keys. The only time we call a locksmith is when we want the actual tumbler in some doors that we haven't used in a while changed.
Yeah.
Like for those push handle doors and shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I cut keys. I got master keys of everything. I go in most things, and cutting keys. It's pretty cool. Just with key machines and all that. And
we had these electricians that worked for a company called SS&B, and some of them were always on the job site, but some of the people from the shop would come in and deliver, and they were goobers. And one time we were getting high, and they said, "We smell marijuana in here," and I said, "I smell ass, and B." And they left. You know how people on the job site, some people are cool and some ain't.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go in there, sheetrockers. This one guy and his 3 sons, they were all tweakers, and you'd go in there and they'd use like 3 buckets of nail on one room, putting up sheetrock, and then it looked like measles. You know what I mean? they were having mudding is not that fun, and they'd have to mud almost the whole wall. Yeah, they were bad. And they'd be there all night long working, 24 hours just hanging sheetrock.
I hear that, Kimba. Construction 101, yeah.
Hey, it's different when you work construction. It's a different life, different everything. I worked with a bunch of kids, and they were always broke. 'Cause I'd go at lunch and buy a couple packs of bologna, a loaf of bread, and some chips, and just feed everybody,
Mm-hmm.
And most people appreciate that because, someday you might be hungry. They bring you some lunch. I always like that, payback. But have you ever worked a job where, you know, you get 3 breaks a day and there's hundreds of people there and there's like, you go out in the parking lot and there's like 25, 30 cars, people getting high, and you see the mooches come to the top of the hill and they're like, hide it. You know, because all the mooches are looking for a buzz. And then you might get somebody high 3 days every 3 times a day for 5 days, and you're like, hey, could you buy me some lunch? And they're like, you mooch. Like, I just smoked $80 worth of weed with you this week, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People act like weed ain't money, like it's just a gimme. I never could figure that out, you know? Or you get somebody a bag of weed on Friday, and then when Monday came, they didn't have any. They smoked it all on the weekend with their old lady. I'm like, well, you need to go sit with somebody else this week then, dude. You know, you're supposed to share and share alike when it comes to weed, I always thought, you know? Most people that smoke pot are like that, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, most people smoke weed. I know people that smoke cigarettes, they'll say, hey, give me a cigarette. They'll give one to anybody, you know? Hell, cigarettes are 25 or 30 cents each now. I used to say, hey, give me a quarter. Give me a quarter. They're like, no. I said, well, you just gave them 25 cents for the cigarette.
Right? Could you imagine if everybody asked to give you a quarter? They asked for a quarter. You could have a lot of money.
Yeah, and they wouldn't do it either. And you know, I go everywhere, and people everywhere I see anyone, they ask me for a cigarette. I don't care who it is. And even like I'll walk to the store and they're at the bus stop, and when I come back, they'll, did you get any more cigarettes yet or get any? I said, I told you I don't smoke. And they think you're lying to them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I know people that got drunk all day at work, working construction. I don't know how I could never do life. I've never got drunk and went to work.
I've had to have leave at lunch and have a quick drink, get rid of a hangover.
Well, people were drinking those alcohol power drinks forever, you know, at work.
I was
They're like
drinking the tall boy, the big ones of Mike Hard lemonade.
Yeah.
You don't smell.
We worked with a guy. He left work and he got a DWI as soon as he left, and he just got off work.
Really?
Hey, he would do Xanax, and at lunch he would get in his little Grand Am and turn the air on, and he would fall asleep, and we'd be over there beating on his windows. He wouldn't wake up from lunch break. He was passed out with the car running with his air on.
Fuck.
Oh, and they'd be on the scaffolding and get wasted and fall off of it.
Yeah.
One Mexican, he fell on rebar and it paralyzed him. We went up there and took him a 40-ounce beer in the hospital.
Yeah.
He was cool though. Like he was only 2 of them that were citizens. The rest of his family would come up on a visa every year and work, you know, do bricklaying, and then go back home. They didn't speak English or nothing, but they were fun to hang out with. They eat some weird ass food there though. They had thermoses and they'd roll up their tortillas or whatever in there, and they'd have like pig fat rolled up in it. I'm like, what the nasty, you know what I mean? That shit grows fast on you.
Yeah. Man, it does.
When you shave it off, how long does it take you? You got to use scissors and all kinds of shit?
No, I got a kick-ass. I got that new, I bought myself. I don't do Christmas presents. I don't like anybody buying them for me. I just buy myself something. I just, you know what I mean? I don't like that shit.
Hey, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I don't need anything. I've always been taught to be happy with nothing.
I don't celebrate Christmas.
You can be happy with nothing. Everything else is a bonus. I don't mind getting stuff, but I don't get presents. We get the girls some stuff, but I
think it's for kids. You know, holidays are for kids. That's the way I look at it.
Well, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait 1 day, 2, 3 times a year for a special event thing. I'm an everyday special event.
Hell yeah. That's the way I look at
it. Right? I don't. Yeah, I'm the same every day.
Most people buy you shit. Like my ex-mother-in-law would buy me this preppy ass clothes that I would fucking never wear. You know, stupid shit. And I never would wear that shit. If you have to wear a suit or slacks, I'm probably not going to be there, you know?
I would get my aunt was my mother anyway, but I get 12 beers and enough for a half quarter. You know what I mean? Why spend it on anything else? What the fuck? So I can have more clothes sitting in a drawer.
You
that
just
I'm
give
not
me a
wearing?
stack of weed. I'll pick out my own clothes, right?
All I've ever needed was like 5 pairs of pants, 10 shirts, and a couple sweaters. And
Yeah,
then
I gotta have
underwear and
about
socks.
like
But you don't
50
need
pairs of
much.
socks because I don't like looking for socks. That pisses me off. Like one year at Kmart, Kmart had these killer socks. You know those Fruit of the Loom gold? They were gold banded and they were real expensive. They marked them all down. I bought every one in the freaking store and I put them in the trunk of my car. And I got them for like a quarter a pair. And at softball games, I sell them $1 a pair. But that whole summer, I put on a brand new pair of socks every day. I had so many. And if you buy the same ones, you don't have to worry about matching them. They're all the same. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
And you ever been with somebody, they put different socks together in a pair all the time that don't match?
Yeah,
That
I can't stand seeing that.
That pisses me off. You go through 3 or 4 pair, especially you got boots. You know, I just don't like fucking with shit. I like quick release, get it over with. I don't like, you know how women, they get up and get ready. It takes an hour to go somewhere. I can get up, brush my teeth, and be out the door in 2 minutes. You know, back in the day.
Brush my teeth.
When I wake up, I'm awake, aren't you? When I wake up, I'm wide awake. I've never been groggy or nothing. I'm either asleep or awake, and there's no in between.
I'm usually wide awake when I wake up, but usually have 2 doobies within that hour, though.
Oh, yeah, but some people wake up in a bad mood. I've never woke up in a bad mood.
Oh,
Not
no,
usually.
some people, I wonder if when they read me, because I always say, I've said to some people that see me bubbly all the time, and I'm just, I'm feeling down, but I think I'm still the same. I'm like, man, this is a very low energy day, and they kind of look at me like, what? Because I'm hyper, I talk, I get talking, especially when I'm not stoned. By noon, my medication wears off.
If I don't get high, dude, I'm bouncing around like a freaking tweaker, like you wouldn't believe. I mean, weed keeps me like normal almost.
Yeah, well, we smoke at 6 and 6:15. We smoke ours in the morning, so
Yeah.
we're done at 6:30, and we're bound to work. We're both to work around 7.
I get up and smoke weed on the way to work, and then every break 9, 11:30, and 2, we get high. Then you get home, you get high again.
I had this quad A that I've been getting. It's the high percentages. I can still feel it at noon. Smoking 2 and at 6 till 6:30. I can still feel it. Like at noon, it's pretty good.
Yeah, if it lasts that long, it's good shit.
Yeah, I still feel medicated. It's not, I don't get that. Well, it's just everything is starting to get high quality nowadays, right?
Oh yeah, it's not. You know, a lot of people, old people, are like, I ain't smoking that shit. It fucks me up. My age, you're not used to it. They're like, they won't smoke that new shit. They think it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I need it stronger. Bring it on.
Give me some Kush.
Yeah. I mean, I've never turned down weed. I don't care if I've been smoking all day. If someone offered me weed, I'm there, you know. I've never turned it down.
Hi, Stephanie. Potheads, yeah. There's big pig slapper.
Big pig slapper. Oink. Lightweights. Lightweights. I thought it said lightweights. I don't know why.
He's like, used to roll one and have it ready and light it before he sat up in bed.
I like when people say, why can't you smoke weed on the way to get weed? You know? You ever light a joint with the roach of another joint? Chain smoke?
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
I have to do that because there's 2 of us, right? So we used to have to smoke 2 at one time just to make.
She smokes as much as you do?
Yeah. And
she does?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm just like pie-eyed and cotton chopped, as that's how I would say, cotton chops.
I get high and then I go in the woods and I forget to drink something. I'll get out there, man. I can spit like cotton. I mean, it's horrible when you got bad a cotton mouth and there's nothing to drink. Holy shit, it's bad. You're like, I've gotten pretty white before. I mean, cotton mouth can be horrible, but I don't know if the new weed doesn't seem to do it as bad as it used to. I try to stay hydrated because you get muscle cramps and that shit hurts. You ever had that cramp in the arch of your foot, that bad one? Oh my God. That's probably the worst ever, I think. It used to only happen during sex. You're like, oh, fuck, mom!
You just get a good angle. It's like, ah, shit.
What's wrong? Don't move. You're having a heart attack? No, it's my foot. That'd be a way to go, though. Fuck it, what way to go?
Mm.
Having somebody have to throw their dead weight off of them.
Oh, shit.
That would probably traumatize somebody. It happens a lot, though, I'm sure.
Hey, Cody, coming up here?
Yeah, that's right. Code's in the building.
Come to the building. Yeah. Come on up, bro. Take my spot. I gotta go for
We're
my
so
bats.
sorry, Eddie Albert, that they canceled Green Acres today.
I need to go for my bats soon. It's getting late.
You know what I said last night? Taking a bath's like soaking in your own shit.
Hmm?
I used to take a bath. I try to take a shower before I bathe. I rinse all the dirt off, then take a bath.
Mm.
Because I don't like all that ring around the tub, you know what I mean? You got to clean all that shit off every time.
Yeah, that whatchamacallit, soda cleans that up too.
Yeah, anything that's abrasive, like,
Mm-hmm.
That's how you clean a fish tank. You always take a sponge and put salt on it. That's how I always did it, because it's abrasive, but it won't scratch the glass. Because the fish tank gets that, the lime from the water and shit.
Yep.
But I used to have 32 fish tanks in the pawn shop, and the biggest one was 150 gallon. So that was a lot of work, keeping that shit clean.
Oh, shit.
You ever had fish tank? You ever had a fish tank?
No, I never.
Yeah, really?
I've had a couple. I never used them.
Wow. It's
Never
really
used
peaceful. It's like you're sleeping almost when you're watching a fish tank. You're that calm,
Yeah, I enjoy watching them, but I just don't enjoy to. I don't know, spend the money on it. I guess cheap that
I
way.
used to bake I raised them and sold them to the fish stores, the fish shops. Because they're pretty expensive, and if they don't have to ship them in, it saves them the shipping cost and everything. Plus, they let them die on the way. Code, you better come up here, Code.
Come on, Code. Code. Get up there, brother. I just still got the
ID code. ID code. I cleaned my fish tank according by trading it off. That's like people used to Nintendo games and systems. They bring them to the pawn shop, a regular Nintendo with like 10 games, and they're like, well, I'll give you like $10, and they say you can keep the bag. And it's a Tommy Hilfiger bag that costs $100. You know what I mean? They're retarded. I had so many travel bags, and I'd keep all that shit. That shit costs money. People just don't realize. Do you pick up screws and shit at your job site? Because I used to have tons of them. Now I'm starting to get low on tape and all the shit you can pick up and walk through.
We're not supposed to, because we
Really?
we have big things full of everything we need. It's a hard habit to quit, to stop.
Well, I always picked up everything from the other crews that would come. They come in and do all the work and leave that shit laying around when they're gone. I'd take a big, like 40-ounce plastic cup from a convenience store and just fill it up with 16 penny nails, or that shit costs money.
There's always like 2 or 3 full things of 3-inch construction screws from Home Depot. They're the Home Depot every day, grabbing anything we want. It's kind of neat. Anything we want, any tool we want to keep our things going, we just ask for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
That's rare. Most people, you got to buy everything, all your tools, everything.
Yeah, we just, like, if I want some kind of a little skinny fucking stainless steel bar for prying, I just say I want that. If I'm running
They have somebody that just goes and gets it for you?
Yeah. Anything.
Wow.
Anything to keep our job
That's pretty
going
spoiled,
smooth.
you know what I mean? That's a pretty damn good job to do that.
Yeah, like when I put my we all have our own everything. We own our own drills, our own titanium bits, our own because you got security packages and you got to use screws that have the 2 dots on them.
Yeah.
So we got to have those special screw bits and stuff like that, and like 10-star hexagon or say 8-star. You know what I mean? There's different things you got to be slotted in to loosen stuff. And then we
Cody,
get
don't
all
fancy talking. Don't fancy talking.
come on, you like talking. Let's get to talking.
If you're scared, go to church. And that's the truth, because they'll help you there.
They help. Yeah. They help tell you how bad you are. That's about it.
Yeah, church is just a building. It's the people that make up the church. You know what I mean? It's just a place to meet.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got to go to the building with a bunch of hypocrites. I mean, I hate to say that, but every time I went to church, it just, I don't know. I don't, the new way they do it, I just don't get into it with all the music on the wall behind you with the band playing, everybody singing the same thing exactly. I don't know. Seems more like I don't know. Every church I went to is the same. The big ones, they all do the exact same thing. I haven't been in a while myself.
Mhm.
The church comes around here with this area, and they'll have big cookout things. And, you know, they want you to come up there and eat hot dogs and hamburgers and listen to, you know, preaching outside.
Yeah,
Hey.
big time hypocrite.
Yeah, Catholic. The big church here is called James River Assembly of God, and they make campuses and universities. They're freaking huge, you know what I mean? And they take your tithing right out of your checking account. Is that crazy? Like, and they take it direct, and you right out there. You can't join the church unless you tithe.
Hmm.
You can't be a member. You can go there, but you can't be a member. And the one that runs them all, he's an ass. I saw him at the Branson Airport, and he wouldn't even talk to me. You know what I mean?
What's that, like 20% of your wage or something?
15.
15?
I mean, that adds up. And you got rich people going to church there. If you saw the church, though, it's like huge, and it has a Starbucks in it, and you know all that good stuff, like anything else. And my buddy that went to church there, I had the pawn shop, and he used to come by on Sundays afterwards. He goes, "Here, I brought you some Christian cocaine. It'd be some kind of a Starbucks energy drink," and he called it Christian cocaine. I was like, "Really?" It's kind of freaked me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, when you go to church, when someone talks, you know, sometimes it just gets to you. You know, you can feel it. It's they're real. But it ain't very often that I've went where it's just changed. It's all about. I went to the old churches where they had the sliding number thing that said attendance like 68. You know, the old time. And my dad was a preacher, so they didn't play music. You know, I mean, it was all a cappella or whatever. I don't know why they just never had they didn't play instruments in Church of Christ. I went to Assembly of God when I was a kid, and I ran out of the church when they started speaking in tongues. I went and waited outside till my mom got there.
You know what happened to me?
What?
I never told anybody, I don't think. I started church at a very young age.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 years old. At 7, I was singing solos. I was singing Jesus Loved Me.
I love that
the whole
song.
church.
Yeah, my dad was a preacher. I preached when I was 5 in front of the whole congregation. I'm like,
I used to do that stuff, and I carried the cross every week for years. Every week, man, carried the cross up the aisle and sang in the choir.
Is that Catholic?
Did the offer to no Anglican.
I never heard of that.
It's like come as you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is
Isn't that Nirvana? Isn't that Nirvana?
Come.
As you are. I forgot about that. That was a waste of a guy, wasn't it? Nirvana was kicking ass, and I don't know what happened to him. That was bizarre.
It was called Christ Anglican Church. Yeah.
I don't know if we have them here. I've never heard of that. It's like
I
it's
learned my
spelled like
conscience from
angel,
the Bible.
like angelic. It's spelled like angelic, kind of.
Maybe. A-N, yeah.
Because we have like Presbyterian, Baptist, Methodist, you know.
But
There's
the
two
main
kinds
things
of
I learned,
Catholicism. Catholic Church has two, old Catholic religion and new. I think there's two different kinds.
I learned my conscience from the Bible. From all those stories. It's what built my vision.
No, I heard you. Kind of a combination of quite a few things you learn, you know.
Mm-hmm. I never learned the Bible like what is it? I forgot what
John
that saying
3:16.
was.
John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that one.
Yeah, for those who believe, they were
Whoever will believe in him will not perish. Yeah, exactly. That's the
That's
golden
the only
rule.
ones right. Yeah, that's the only ones.
That's the most important one, though. If that's the one you remember, that's all you need. That's the one that tells it all in one shot.
Yeah, which says believe in the earthly energy, and it'll believe in you.
Yeah.
Right.
It's however you are. Whatever you put out there, you're going to get back. That's what happens. Whatever you put out, you get right back at you. So you put bad shit out there, hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only went to Catholic church once, and I was in boot camp, and that was just to go to get, just to go somewhere, and it was different. Every Catholic church teaches the same sermon all over the world. That way, you can talk to a Catholic anywhere in the world about church Sunday because they taught the same sermon. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Huh.
I didn't know. That freaked me out. I was like, well, that's kind of wild. That way, you can talk to anyone that you know that's Catholic and talk to them about church if you were there or not, or anywhere in the world. That's kind of weird. It's kind of like I never heard of that. I guess if they want you to teach you something, they teach everybody the same indoctrination too, don't they?
Yep. And then the people who think they really know it.
Yeah.
And people think they really know it. Stick to, their ego, and they, it's weird. Ego is the worst thing ever.
I know.
Especially for tyrants.
That seems to be the main topic lately in a lot of places, the ego.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that? A lot of people talking about it. I always say, let go my ego. Let go my ego.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying the same thing. Let go your ego. The ego is really like the devil. It's a dual personality thing. The devil is,
It's your
evil, whatever you want to call it. It's the evil, or it's good and bad, and that's the bad side.
It's like a projection of your expectations for yourself. You're just
but expectations is like one thing that leads you to being unhappy is expectations, and watching other people are the two worst things.
Yeah.
Watching other people can make you really miserable. You can't compare yourself to other people. You'll be miserable because there's always going to be somebody doing better than you in everything.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Because I got a roof over my head, food to eat, and clothes. That's all you need. Well, I left out weed. You do need weed too.
Lots of weed. Oh, I'm starting to get fucking tired here.
Weed, right?
Yep.
Think how much weed you smoked in your lifetime.
Oh shit.
Think if you had the money that people owed you. I would be a rich motherfucker, wouldn't you?
Know. Yep.
But I couldn't even tell you where 9/10 of them lived or where they're at or anything.
Just think how much weed I smoked since September.
Yeah. You better get a new house to put it in.
at least a quarter a day.
Oh.
On average.
I've tripped, for a pretty good sized amount of time and smoked about an ounce of weed, and then the next day when you're straight, you're looking for a roach or something to smoke, and you don't have any because you smoked all high. When you're tripping, you don't even get a buzz. You kind of get head rushes, but it's all gone. You hide the weed when you're tripping because it's a waste.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you do get those rushes when you blow it out when you're tripping. You might see that, like, I don't know, good shit. You see all kinds of colors and
Yeah,
you know.
the heat wave colors that are in the medium in front of us.
The first time I ate
Sorry,
acid, I thought we got ripped off. We both get $5 for a hit of it was called Pharaoh. The whole sheet had a Pharaoh on it.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy we went to school with started working on the oil fields in Oklahoma, and he brought it back, and we ate it. And my buddy's like, "Take me home." We got ripped off, and then like 30 or 45 minutes, he called me. He's like, "Come and get me. I'm in the I was in the shower, and the tile started melting." And then when I got there, he wasn't ready, and that's when his dad said, "Mom sitting there talking to me, and he was going, 'Hey, Mark, hair lip dog,' and I was sitting there just fried, like, oh my God, hurry up," you know. And his parents were super religious. They got rid of their TV, gave all the, you know, shit away. They're like, I don't know, 7-Day Adventist or something where they don't believe in, you know, TV or nothing. They gave all that shit away.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, I'm kind of had a.
Somebody
day.
gonna come up and take my spot so I can head to this tub and go to bed.
Yeah, there you go, soak in your own sweat.
You're gonna go soak in some soda.
Big Pig Slapper said he wished he could scrape his lungs and get the resin. Yeah.
Speaking of that, I gotta make some oil here soon.
How long does that take to do that?
Say about half an hour to get everything ready and put in, and put the.
Hey, did you see
Put
Free
the,
Flow's crop
butane
last
through
night? Free Flow's crop she's growing?
No,
She showed it twice.
pretty
And
nice.
she got so much. She said she makes the oil out of the leaves and stems and all that. And she said if anybody wanted it, she gives it away.
Yeah, that's what I did with my last thing. A buddy wanted. He goes, "You got any oil?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I gave him whatever's in the thing. It could have been like 4 or 5 grams in there. I don't know. But
Yeah, but she was tripping last night. She said she ate 5 grams. She'd been microdosing and ate 5 grams. I'm like, oh my goodness. You could tell she was, a couple of times she was going. She was laughing, and I could tell she was just, it was crazy.
Oh yeah, you can tell when I get laughing, I don't realize I'm starting to get giggity. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You just have that shit-eating grin on your face, just sitting there like, yeah.
See, tonight I wanted to test. I wanted to test to see if it's if it's kind of like weed, just for survival ways. I like with all those videos and stuff. I thought, you know what? If anything got cut off, I'm still the same as I am smoking weed. I just not as calm as body, and I can live without it if I ever have to. But I wanted to test it with mushrooms, so I did them pretty much for like 2 weeks straight, and I never.
How was it?
I don't even notice a difference. I don't feel like them. It's a choice that I make if I feel bogged, or I don't know. Never felt like I'm all night.
Hey, we'll see you later, big slapper. Oink, oink. Don't be squealing. He's the only pig I like. Fuck the rest of them. FTP, right?
Have a good night, big slapper.
You know who was in the chat earlier? Is that FTP? Fuck the police. That's his name on YouTube. He's a cop watcher.
Yeah, I think I got that. Mm-hmm.
He's funny. And a lot of people don't like him just because of his name. They'll block him when he goes in there if he even says anything. He said, you know, that one guy, Swan Villain. You know, he was around. He got put in jail the first day of the January. They came and arrested him, and he hasn't been back on YouTube since.
Whoa.
Well, he was mad. You know, the cops screwed him over, and people would, if people called his police department and told him, you know, to give him a break and stuff, he plays guitar. He started calling up cop stations, and he'd say, "This is a, what do you call it? I don't know." He said, "I'm playing a tune. It's one of those calls, you know, a singing gram or whatever." And it'd be all cool. And then he'd say the lowest life form, "Fuck the police, fuck you." It was crazy, dude. He was calling all of them and saying that. They finally came and arrested him. And he was live. He got a knock on the door, and that was the end of it. His live stream was on until his phone died or whatever. He was gone. And he ain't been out since. I'd move. You know what I mean? He's in Maine. Oh, I told Ralph, I said, there's a guy in Maine that's really cool by you. He goes, I don't give a fuck. I don't talk to nobody else from Maine. I was like, okay, never mind. You know how he is. I was just he goes, what do you mean do? Stop my stream right now and go watch him? That's what he said. That's crazy. Hey, go take your bath, dude. Any big deal. I might just end it now and go back on later. Fix my mushrooms.
Okay, I'll watch for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Hey, if you guys want to come back, I'm gonna take like an hour or two break, whatever, and just watch for me. I might go out till morning
Okay.
again, because I'm here by myself.
Right
And
on, right on.
I don't gotta worry about somebody bitching every time I fucking make a noise.
Right on,
I
brother.
can't stand that shit. You know what I mean? I can't stand people. All they watch is what's it called? Snapped and Forensic Files. All they watch is murder shows, how they murder people. I'm like, holy crap! Who wants to see that every day? You know what I mean? I don't enjoy that shit. I'm starting to wonder if they were trying to figure out a way to put something in my drink. You know? I'm out of here. Go soak in your tub. Everybody, been real, been good. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go smoke them and eat them.
Cool. Okay,
Thanks for
bro.
coming, Chrissy. Deb, so.
Thanks for having me out, brother.
Oh yeah. See you later, Coach. Since you don't want to talk to anybody, I'm gonna go watch Rita. See you later.
Lots of love, guys.
You too.